Good morning. How we doing? We've got Paul John's Live Rise. Hello, Norman. Stellar Mess Jack. Hello. How are y'all doing today? Pick. How are you? Thank you so much, Rise. Yeah, today we're celebrating 6 years, which I think is actually on Wednesday, but it's more fun to do things on the weekend. Scott, thank you. How is everyone? How we doing? You having a good weekend? The Norman had the Sunday blues to start painting. Excited about new paints. What did we get? Hi, Farm. Thank you so much. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. Paul John's Life says, pretty good. Work is stressful these days. I'm sorry to hear that. Hope all is well here. I'm glad we get to be cozy and hobby together. Let's see. Stellar Mass has been a fantastic weekend. Hope everyone else has been as well. It's been good. I went and got some ink yesterday. J-Big, thank you so much for that sub for 59 months of support. Thank you, thank you. What you up to today? I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. That's almost 6 years. Almost 1 year and 6 years. I don't know how you do it, but you do it. My friend says, doing all except for being hot. It's like a sauna here. I'm sorry to hear that. 6-foot squirrel, welcome back in. How are you? Norman says, I got several new ones. Oh, from the Fanatic range. All the very vibrant ones. Love it. You'll have to let me know what you think. Well, while you're working on that, we have Titanicus to work on. So I am back today with our Reaver. I got his little leg panels airbrushed. So I went full on like Whataburger stripes, essentially. But I wanted to bring in the orange that we have on the other ones. And I thought that was a fun place to put it. So that's what I did. So we're going to go ahead and do the gold on this and then swap to our Warhounds and just keep working on Tiny Titans today while he celebrates 6 years. So that's what we're doing today. What you guys got? Chat behave for the title saw it comes out. Uh-oh. Scott's already threatening. Did the inking go well? Did you get drink and ice cream after? I did, Rise. We have to behave here now a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't get too crazy with it, Paul Johnson. Just a little behaving. Inking went well. Do you want to see So it's really hard to show all of it because it's essentially it's centered on like the back of my arm, if that makes sense. So here's the bad man himself. There's Vegeta. And I'm gonna go the other way because it's a little bit easier. There's Goku and his yard rat fit. And then here's the really awkward one, because Piccolo's right in the middle. There he is. So it is a collage of the three of them. You can kind of see there. But without, like, getting up and turning around, it's kind of hard to see the collage. But that's what I got. Waffle the Man, welcome in. How are you? So that was our casual fit collage. Our filler episode collage. She had an appointment right after me, so we didn't get to do color, but we got them all lined in. So next time we just dive into color. Yeah. She crushed it. It was fun because she drew them all separately, and then we got to collage them, like, together, which was fun. So it was kind of fun getting to pick where they all went and get that together, like, as a team. That's what I'm trying to say. So that was kind of fun. Ryan painted so on her first and Damage Carbine. Welcome in, everyone. How are you? Lurking is also watching the Open Dallas. Yes. That is still today. We have preview stuff to talk about today, chat. How are you guys as you come in? We're starting with some Titans. And celebrating 6 years as a Twitch partner. So thank you, everyone, for all the support over the years. I really appreciate it. JPIC was coming in with that sub. 59 months. Thank you. JPIC says, get the saw so we can see the arm better. Thank you, JPIC. I appreciate that. Autofire, thank you so much for that sub for 23 months of support. How are you today? Hello. Tony, welcome in. Batrat, hello. How we doing? Thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate it. And Damage Carbine. It's wild to think. It's been 6 years already. It doesn't feel like it. It's so weird. And I wish I had more planned for today, but the bathroom remodel has taken it just all out of me, so I'm sorry. I wish we had more, like, stuff planned for today, but maybe we do, like, a delayed celebration or something. I don't know. But that is this week. Thank you, Bill. How are ya? What you up to today? Thank you. Ah, Waffle says, I just finished the lore primer for Trench Crusade. The rules look buttery smooth at first glance. I keep looking at that, and I think whenever the Kickstarter goes up, I'm probably in. Especially seeing, like, right off the bat, they're just like, this isn't the place if you're trying to, like, do the conservative thing. This isn't for you. We still parodying over here. That made me happy. JPIC is asking, anyone who's built the Gloomspite gets Rockgut Trogoths. Has anyone in chat built those? Ah, thank you, Fanitso. I appreciate it. I remember, I was gonna say, who was here when we were going for partner? Who was here? Honor First was here. I do remember that. Where my OGs at? I think I started watching you. Oh, the year you became a partner? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks for being a part of our community. Thank you, thank you. You saying the bathroom model kicked the shit out of you? Yeah. None of us wanted to get up this morning. We were so tired. So they were working on shower tile yesterday while I was getting my new tattoo. And it looks so good. But, like, getting those first rows and stuff, like, the math figured out. For, like, staggering the tiles and things like that. Like, they were wiped. So, as soon as stream is done, I'll go in and help with wherever they're at. But they're doing shower tile today. Was I? Oh, I don't know. I think you were close, Fat Rat. I think you were close. I don't remember exactly when. Waffle says, I have some spare Sisters of Battle, Death Guard, Dark Angel stuff, so I can 100% get back some awesome stuff. I have another company's miniatures. I think it's Beasterium. That has stuff that looks like it would work for Trench Crusade. There's so much goodness. That religious horror genre, I don't think I realized how much I like it until, like, I realized how many things I'm, like, looking at with it. You hate tiling? It's tedious. Yeah. I think the floor wasn't too bad. The wall definitely seems a little trickier, and obviously it's more cuts because you're having to go around corners and things, but... Might have been here for partner, maybe, right? Yeah, I don't remember. Exalted, thank you so much. How are you today? What you up to? I am not from the future. December 2028 was when I sauntered in. I think it was May... I'm sorry, 2018, yeah. May 2018, so it would have been right after. Yeah, you're close. You're close. Paranoia, thank you so much. How are you today? Thank you, thank you. Thanks everyone coming to celebrate with me. Thank you everyone for all the support. I appreciate it. I know it's been really weird the last couple weeks, but we're getting back to it. So thank you for being patient with me, for coming to celebrate. I wish I had a bit more planned for today, but life be lifing, and that's okay. Also, I like the simple add dice. Either take the lowest two or the highest two. Okay. Time Traveler confirmed. Yep. That's our Bat Rat. Okay, I hadn't looked at the rules yet. I just kind of looked through the lore stuff. I hadn't looked through any of the gameplay type stuff. But it does look cool. If nothing else, I'm going to paint the crud out of Trench Crusade. Nothing else, I'm going to paint a lot of it. I think I changed... Oh, or deleted my old account. Was it at least 2 years prior? Gotcha. Yeah, I wish more of that kind of moved around if you wanted it to. I think I found a deal. Ooh, turquoise for the Nid bases. Let's go. Was that with one of the new ones? Your new paints? Arestus, thank you so much. I appreciate that. How are you today? Welcome everybody coming in. But yeah, my weekend was... We've been working on bathroom remodel. It's coming along. It's really pretty. I'll show you guys as soon as we get to, like, a good point. I went and got my tattoo, and then Rise asked if I went and got ice cream. I got a giant stack of Taco Bell stuff on the way home, so... I got my normal, like, Crunch Wrap meal, and I tried some of the new Cantina chicken stuff, which was pretty good. And a big old Baja Blast. So I took a little bit of a self-care day yesterday. It's been an interesting couple weeks. Bathroom stream? Let's do it. C. Decker, thank you so much. How are you today? Thank you for all your support here with 6 years of partner. Thank you. I remember I found your channel because my dad was in the hospital for something non-critical, and I was trying to take my mind off of it. I'm so glad you found us. So glad. Yeah, it's nuts thinking it's 6 years. Actually, no. Love using Plasmatic Bolt for turquoise, but it doesn't cover well on high spots. It just runs off. Turns out, with 2 drops of turquoise ink, it barely changes the hue, but it covers so much better. Gotcha. So adding a little bit more. Helps with the coverage. Makes sense. Cool that you found that. The cantina chicken is off. I did the crispy chicken taco, and it was really good. I like the new salsa a lot, waffle. It was really good. I just started putting that on like everything. The new salsa is very good. Meaty hugs, thank you so much. How are you today? How's your weekend? But yeah, what's everyone been up to this weekend? Do we want to go over the reveal stuff together? Because I can hop over to the other screen too if we want to do that. We had Age of Sigmar box reveal on Thursday. And then we had the other systems yesterday. I didn't get to watch it live because I was at my appointment, but I kind of skimmed through everything when I got home. What do we think? Before we go over there, what do we think of the reveals? Anything we're excited for, chat? Get any Gribble Steel? Is that some of the new stuff? I'll be honest, I don't know Necromunda very well. Love how everyone's complaining that Sisters and Cults only got previewed a book, one new model in the Battle Force. It's preview, they have like 2 months to show off any other cool stuff they have it. I think so far though, that's what it's been, is if you don't get the full like range release. It tends to just be the one in the book. You're right, they could if they wanted to, but I think for the most part, that's normally kind of what it's at if you're not getting a range refresh. Skaven, yes. Skaven gonna die? JPEG, what? No. No, get out of here. Get out of here. That big brain, though? Yes, the Gene Stealer cult model. Megamind. I'd make that like a book and a model, yeah. It tends to be if you're not getting a bigger refresh, you get your model in your book. They get the battle forces and stuff though, which is cool. The reveal followed your ass. They had about 20 minutes of things to talk about. It's been about 20 minutes talking about it. See? The Pro Wrestler Spirit game was so poorly done. Okay, we do need to talk about that before we roll over to the new stuff. That was so disappointing. What did we think of the... I thought it was very disappointing. For those who watched the AEW wrestler collab for the Spearhead game, what did we think? Wait, no, come back, JPEG. Go away, but also come back. What did we think, chat? The new Mechanicus for 30k look really good, they do. Also, the mutated Gene Stealers and Hellmar Spires for Necromunda look awesome. Really wish the AdMech stuff was playable in 40k a lot. I feel like that was my entire Twitter feed. Was people asking, like, can I take it to 40k? And just, nope. No, you may not. No, you may not. I didn't see the game, but I heard it was awful. The production was pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yeah. I'm waiting to see what chat's got before I dive in too much, but it was rough. I haven't watched it. From what I heard, I'm glad I didn't. Okay, so it sounds like maybe a lot of us did not stick around for it. Decided to peace out. Hey, Legitech, welcome in. How are you today? We are painting some Titanicus. I think we're going to look at the reveals for Warhammer here in just a moment, but I wanted to talk through the collab here first. GW's really sticking to one model, one system rule, yes. So that's kind of what we're seeing, especially between like Old World and Sigmar. Now it looks like 40k and Heresy. They're really making it so you can only take it like in one thing. Which I guess is another thing to talk about. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about that? I don't think anyone stopped you from the Archmagus, Magus Dominus in 40k. I do like the new character. He looked pretty cool. I think all of the admins stuck look pretty good. And then, obviously, Beat in Plastic's exciting. Suspect we're going to see them launch Age of Sigmar... Oh, you think next week? I guess, because we would have, what, 2-week pre-order? I know it's usually June, but I guess we're coming up on that, aren't we? By the time I started the after battle, I'd switched over to Honest Wargamers channel, provide some examples of what good narration would have been like, point out a lot of really basic production issues. Oh yeah, no. It's, between the lighting, the green screen that didn't green screen into anything, them deciding, I left when they decided to just leave everyone's mic open, so I have no idea who is talking about what. That's when I left. The commentators commentate 40k. I don't know why they're doing Age of Sigmar. So they're not the first choice for a Sigmar game. I think my biggest thing is, like, you've brought in these people, you've brought in, like, your celebrities, right? These special guests. And then you didn't let them do special guest things. Like, they're the ones I want to hear. I don't want to hear the person that doesn't play Age of Sigmar. Like, don't get me wrong, during the GT and stuff, they do great. But, like, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to see the people playing. It was a mess. It was a mess. Son of Horus, thank you so much. Enjoy your party hat. How are you today? Welcome in. We're talking about the celebrity spearhead game on Warhammer the other night. It was awful. And I feel bad because, like, they are Warhammer fans and they deserved a lot better being on it too. But the production was just horrendous. Horrendous. Plastic master material, yes. People acting like there's an audience there, but there was like 2 people in the crowd. Yeah, I don't even know if it was just like people who were like there early for the GT. But yeah, they're like trying to hype up a crowd that's not there. It was like, which is fine, like they can do that. But yeah, like if you're gonna bring in celebrities, let them be celebrities. Mikey, welcome in. How are you today? This is why I don't watch the official streams anymore. It was rough. It was rough. I guess before we look at the new stuff, how do we feel about the new format? The like 20-minute run through models and then the article. How do we feel, chat? I didn't get to watch the Saturday one, sorry. I didn't go back to watch it last night when I got back home. How are we feeling? The absolutely scuffed ass celebrity game, that's the one. That's the first time they show Spearhead, which seems like a good game mode. And they messes up so bad. I think that's the hard part. If that's someone's first interaction with that, and with a new edition, new system, and that's what you tune into, like that's a horrible first impression. Horrible. And Scuffed is putting it lightly, yeah. Glad they pre-recorded the actual reveal part. New reveal format is garbage water. I don't think I've met a company as afraid of their community as GW is. I like that they're doing the shorter, because they absolutely do not need to be an hour. Do not need to do that. Again, I didn't get to watch the one yesterday. But like, so I'm going off the Thursday one, the Age of Sigmar one. I do think they could spend a little bit more time on the models. They were pretty rapid fire, at least Thursday's was. So I don't know if Saturday they spent a little bit more time, but I feel like they could spend I feel like they overcorrected a tiny bit more. Yeah. It was short and less rambling. Yeah. We weren't told about the same model 5 times, which is good. There'd be more opportunities for them in the future. I love when wrestlers wear Warhammer during the matches. Yeah. I think that's my thing, is I hope it didn't mess up anything. Like, I hope they try it again. I hope they bring on other people. But, like, they gotta get that production stuff. I think the wrestling thing should have been pre-recorded, too. Pre-recorded and edited. I like the 20 minutes of short and sweet, yeah. I like the time of it. GW needs to invest in proper production management. Yes. Production team if they want to continue live formats. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. The chat on that stream was pretty terrible, though. A lot of whining. I mean, that's any stream. That's any Warhammer stream. Show Space Marines in the preview that's just for the Age of Sigmar box. So that's any of them. The community can also be trained. Yeah. Or should be trained. Saturday is exactly the same. Okay. I do feel like they should do a little bit more on the models. Yeah. Or yeah, while you're talking about them, show them. I think having the live stream pre-recorded is great. Yeah. I feel like a combination of their current handle and social media in general. They do live format. They need to have Alex and Wade on, or Eddie. Why? I think with the designers is fine. I just want to see a little bit more of the miniatures. I felt like they were so rapid fire I didn't get to see them at all. We went from staring at the same image for 15 minutes to now you get half a second and then you don't get to see it again. I feel like they overcorrected a little bit. I think they're going for the Nintendo Direct style, which is, yes. Yes. I think that's good. I think a little bit more on the minis. I don't need to stare at people talking. Aw, Timothy, thank you so much. Congrats on 6 years of inspiring amateur artists to grow and professional artists that they make it. You're an amazing painter, more importantly, what a young woman and humans in general should strive to be. Passionate, confident, and paragon of kindness. Thank you for everything. No, you. Thank you so much, Timothy. You're going to make me cry. Thank you so much for being a part of our community. How are you today? Thank you. That really means a lot. Thank you for all your support. Ken, welcome in. How are ya? You miss Eddie. That's why. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, pulling them in for the different segments would be really cool. The shots at the coffee table with the closed box are also weird. A little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Designers doesn't equal presenters, IMO. I feel like you need the mix, right? I think it's cool to bring on the designers. I think especially with how sometimes credit isn't always given to some of the artists and things for Games Workshop. Having the designers on is cool. Like, I like that. I like kind of the thought of why they did certain things, hearing some of that. I think that is cool. I just, more of the models while you're doing that. Does that make sense? Would be my, yeah. I also went on about new armies, kept going back to, oh my god, new model on a dime. All the good people left and started their own channels. It's, part of that's also, yeah, the Games Workshop culture, right? I mean, obviously I'm not on the same, like, level as the people who left. But, like, I have people be like, why don't you paint for Games Workshop? It's like, because I make more doing this? Like, so, like, imagine those people, right? If you're not going to pay the people that are kind of bringing that extra to your channel, yeah, they're going to leave. Bob Dart, thank you so much. I appreciate that. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. I can forgive GW, still finding farm. Yeah, it's going to take a few. Yeah, they've done more upsetting things. Like the wrestling thing, yeah. Yeah. You're saying these models are not designed by a pair of disembodied hands? Imagine. Imagine. I like when they had painted models on the table, like with the Mechanicus stuff, but the closed box is weird. That is a little weird. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I hope they do take the feedback for both. And keep working on it. That's definitely part of the process, right? I am glad they're shorter though. The hour long was killing me. Or we just keep talking about the same thing over and over. So I'm glad they're shorter. I like the time. New people personality hype it up, but a presenter can ask the designer questions, lead the engagement. Yeah, I think a good mix. They can do it. Yeah. And then a little bit more time on the models would be cool. I am more than dismembered hands. That's what you think. There are a lot of good people, but management interference ruins things. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, cool. I was just curious what you guys thought before we look at any of the new goodies. Sounds like everyone kind of on the same page. I do hope they do more of the pulling in, like, the special guests and things. Like, that's cool, that's fun. Learning that they're, like, into Warhammer as well and get a chance to do cool stuff like that if they want to. Everyone in the Middle Earth community has been complaining about how we haven't gotten any big reveal shows. I love the way they've been doing our reveals. I think it works pretty well with the articles and stuff. We just had some non-derpy rat ogres. They look pretty good. They look pretty good. You guys want to go over and look at all the new goodies? Should we hop over for a second to the other camera? We sure can. I don't know if everyone is caught up. What do we think? Hoot, welcome in. How are you? The rat ogres look so cool. They look pretty good. I'm trying to decide if I get that box right off the bat, if I'm honest. I think I'm okay waiting, because I already have a million clan rats. I've already got the old Grace here. Jezels and plastic's pretty tempting. I think I'm trying to decide. Oh, Romans, thank you so much. I appreciate it. How are you today? Welcome, welcome in. Every bottom line, every company needs a Reggie, yes. His body is ready. Ready for previews. Hey, Runesod, welcome in. How are you? Grazer looks so good. They do look good. Yeah. I mean, rats are evil. All right, let's go back over to the other screen real quick. Let's take a look at the new goodies. We won't go like super in depth, but let's take a look. Meow. Nature Finecast just they're so rough to work on, Hoot. They're just so rough. I tried, I think, 2 or 3 times to bring them on stream, and they're just rough. Okay, I accidentally closed my window earlier. Hold on. Hold, chat. Hold. Okay. Warham's community. We got preview. And which one's going to take me to the Sigmar? There it is. Found it. I think. Why are there so many articles for this one thing? Okay. Let's start with Sigmar, since that was first preview-wise. Why is the Gracer included in this game in Spearhead, when Spearhead does not include magic? I have no idea. I have no idea. Alright. Well, he would still have whatever's on the card, right? I'll be honest, I need to look into it more. But let us start with the box. Okay. So here is Thursday. They had the box. So this is the new Scaventide box. The Scaventide is sweeping across the mortal realms. The faithful Stormcast Eternals of the Hallowed Knights are first into the fray. Gigantic Box is the biggest Age of Sigmar launch set yet, and it's packed to the brim with books and miniatures. So here is the new box. What is in the box? 24 Stormcast Eternals miniatures, 50 Skaven miniatures, 4 terrain features, 2 range rulers. You get the core book, the Spearhead Fire and Jade book, double-sided game board, Spearhead card deck, and then the General's Handbook cards. So this is a big box. Big box. The box is divided into 2 sides, coming in at 1,200 points. There are 24 Stormcasts. We just went through all of that. But then here are the Stormcast itself. So, created by Sigmar himself to reclaim the mortal realms from the forces of chaos, each Stormcast Eternal is a heroic soul snatched from the god of death and reforged into an immortal warrior upon the anvil of apotheosis. Sigmar's lie was that his immortality would not have consequences. It is as much a curse as a boon, for each fresh death and reforging hammers out more flaws, also whittles away more of their soul. The Skaven threat is so dire, however, Sigmar is forced to throw open the Ruination Chamber, press back into service those warriors on the brink of losing themselves completely. All are willing to fight as the hour is simply too dire. We have to take out the ratties. So here was the new Gryffstalker, the Lord Vigilant. I do like the new kind of sculpts for the Gryff stuff too, where it's got a little bit more of the fur, more of the feathers. Look a little more, I don't know, dog-like a little bit. Gryffstalker is cool, but he makes my dog nervous. Bill's dog Griff, very nervous. Be ready. I was gonna say, what do we think this box is gonna be priced at, chat? With all of this in there, what are you expecting? Alright, we also had Lord Terminos, which I thought was pretty cool. This is a pretty cool mini. With his little friend. We also had the Lord Veritant, again with the more kind of scruffy war dog, or Griffhound. This is also a pretty cool mini. I like the little blindfold, the pose. Pretty cool. We had the Night Quester. I'm just gonna keep scrolling through here. We have the Reclusians. More friends, more extra friends. Really like the Hound. Yeah, it's a cool kind of new take on them. I like them. Fox Farmer, welcome in. How are you? We've also got the Prosecutors with the wings. No flight stands. We got the fancy tactical columns. Hey, Graham, welcome in. Doing good. 265 US. 265 in the contest rules. Okay, so they give me a box. They say the value is 265. Okay, so that's what to expect. I have decisions to make then. I have decisions to make. Alright, we also got the Liberators. So got the shields for these. Pretty cool. And then Skaven side, we've got the Claw Lord on Gnaw Beast. They really, because there was the Forge World model that had the big rat. He's much scrawnier for this. Much scrawnier. Oh, Saren, thank you so much. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. We're looking at the all the previews from this week, starting with the Age of Sigmar box. What you up to? You're thinking close to 260? Being under, I feel like under 300, it kind of has to be, right? Like, I feel like there is a certain amount where people are like, oh, well, if it's over that, I'm not going to get it. So, like, if you leave it a little bit under that, people more likely to pick up. I feel like there's definitely a price break in there. The Brood Horror is huge, but yeah, I think it's just a very different, going to the very small, or skinny, the very skinny rat instead of the big Brood Horror. We've also got, here's the new Grey Seer. He's also got his own little tactical base here. Little ratties coming up. He looks pretty good. We've got the new Engineer that we've seen before in the article. Very cute. And then we had the Rattling Warp Blaster, which is amazing. I love it. Big ratty gun. We also have here are the Rat Ogres that chat was talking about. I'm trying to decide if I like these or the Island of Blood more, is why I'm pausing for a moment. I don't love them, I think, as much as everyone else has, if that makes sense. I think they're definitely better than what was in the Warcry box, the like really old Rat Ogres, but I feel like I like the Island of Blood ones. But I'm glad we have them. I'm glad we don't have the very old ones anymore. I think they're alright. You want to see, oh, like a 360 view of them. That's fair. It's fair. 300 plus seems kind of insane. Moving into Forger price. Yeah, exactly. I feel like there's definitely a price break there where if you're going a little bit too high there, people are gonna nope out. Saren's working away at the May challenge. Going out of town in a week. I need to get done before Saturday. Good planning. Here's what I'm most excited about. Jezzails in plastic. Look at them. I think they look great. And then all the clan rats. So many clan rats. So those will also be in box. And then they talk about those being used in Spearhead. So you get Vigilant Brotherhood and the Gnaw Feast Claw Pack. So you get the cards, the board, everything for that. Terrain Spearhead comes with 3 and 6-inch range rulers you can snap together. I hadn't seen that. That's clever. So there's all the extra goodies in the box. Who is going to be picking up the new box? Who's thinking about it? Alphasol, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a wonderful day. For anyone coming in, we're looking at the previews from this week. So the Sigmar box, and then we're going to do the ones from yesterday here in just a moment. So many clan rats. Yeah. Now you get to do that. Chafik says me. Honeyford says me. Bill, Mikey's on the fence. I feel like it's probably still worth it for me to get it, even if I'm not gonna go like real hard on it right away, because getting all the extra stuff too, which I know Scott will also want to play. I will probably go in on it. I'm not as excited as I was initially. But I mean, pricing may be part of it. $265. I got a budget for that. Looking forward to picking up the Stormcast that nobody wants off eBay. I was gonna say, if someone wants my Stormcast, let me know. We can figure something out. Mazda, welcome in. How are ya? So much cheese they're charging. That's right. All right, so that was the Sigmar box. We also had, this is for Saturday. We'll go, I guess, one by one. So we had Adeptus Sororitas. All right, I'm going to read a bit more of this. I skimmed through this yesterday, but I didn't get to watch it live, so I'm going to skim through there. We had the Canoness with Jump Pack is equipped with a Jump Pack, soaring into battle alongside a flight of elite Zephyrim or Seraphim. This gives Adeptus Sororitas armies a new leader that can take command of their angelic airborne assaults, inspiring her troops and chopping up her foes. So we've got like tactical cathedral now. Tactical cathedral instead of the stance. Lots of options here. So she touches down first in the new Army of Faith Battle Force box, which is packed with winged elites to follow their new leader into battle. Total of 15 Seraphim or that's so hard to say. Zephyrim soared through the skies, laying down a storm of close-range fire with their pistols, following the canonists into melee with gleaming power swords. You can build each model for each squad type. Backing them up is the majestic Exorcist tank, one of the purest expressions of the Adeptus Sororitas vibe. For the uninitiated, this incredible vehicle takes the chassis of the Rhino APC, mounts a missile-firing, hymnal-playing pipe organ on the back to create a holy instrument of divine destruction that sits at the very pinnacle of 40k design. It's flawless. So here is the new Battle Force. Also get the new book. So new codex coming. And then new Combat Patrol. Combat Patrol Adeptus Sororitas is a versatile and powerful infantry force with loads of mobile firepower, heavy close combat punch thanks to its 5 Celestant Sacrosancts and 10 Frenzied Arco-Flagellants. Canonist who leads the force can get stuck in a melee by joining the Celestians, or stand back with the squad of 10 Battle Sisters to better guide their gunfire. I can't talk and I'm so sorry. Heroes are cool, but not a fan of the new Liberators. That's fair. It's a lot of jump packs. It's a lot of like tactical bases trying to get away from those flight stands. Combat Patrol looks pretty good. So those are available here with the new codex. So there's for our sisters players. Next up, we had Genestealer Cult with this boy. All right, here we go. Through careful selection of psi-capable gene stock, the broodminds of the Genestealer cults have cultivated a brand new mutation, a high-minded vector for its inhuman influence, the Benefactus. Pretty neat. That's a fun model. With its grossly swollen brain, the Benefactus is able to focus the dispersed psychic energies of the broodmind into beams of raw telekinetic force that rival a las cannon for sheer destructive power. Shockwaves from these impacts carry echoes of the broodmind's alien telepathy, forcing nearby aliens to recoil from waves of psychic horror and hallucination. And he is found in the new codex, so new book for them. Oh, welcome back, guys! We're just going through the previews. Welcome back. Alright, so they got new book. We've also got new Battle Force, so just like the sisters, we've got the Battle Force here. Let's see. The Brood Storage Box packs in the new Benefactus alongside 10 Neophyte Hybrids, the Goliath Rock Grinder, 10 Pure Strain Genestealers, a Hulking Abominant, accompanied by its familiar, 5 Aberrants ready and willing to tear their foes limb from raggedy limb, so a new Battle Force for them as well. Wasted Mind, thank you so much for that sub, for 46 months of support. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the wiggles. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We're going through the Genestealer cult right now. Everything from yesterday. And then they also get a Combat Patrol. So just like the sisters, Combat Patrol here. Known as the Claw of Ascension, this warband combines the pack-hunting firepower of 5 Adelan Jackals, 4 on bikes, 1 on the fearsome Wolf Quad, 2 units of 5 hybrid metamorphs, and a durable Achilles Rock Runner. It's led by the Jackal Alpha known as Janus Descovian, who lays out exposed characters with accurate sniper fire and supports the rest of the team from the rear. So for Genestealer cults, new Combat Patrol, new Battle Force, and new Mini. Bees, thank you so much. How are you today? Welcome, welcome in. Both of those are good. I was gonna say, whenever they do the big boxes, just for armies I don't play as much, it's tough for me to know if they like go well together, if that makes sense. Sounds like so far so good. I feel like this is the one I've seen the most about, Mechanicum. Alright, fans of the Priesthood of Mars have been able to marshal a force of clinking robots and arcane technological wonders in resin for some time. With the new Mechanicum Battle Group box is the first chance to play some of your favorite Martian cybernetics and robotics in plastic. Bringing more heresy to plastic, which is exciting. So with this, the core of the box is a cohort of 6 Thalax, and armed with vicious lightning guns, a variety of special weapon options. They're surprisingly nimble, pairing their durable chassis with highly responsive Inculabilon jetpack. What is this? Why? Why? Despite looking decidedly robotic, the Thalax are actually cyborgs. Their major organs, nervous system, and cerebrum are encased within armor bodies known as the Lorica Thalax, an agonizing process that strips away pain centers and emotions, leaves a measure of independent human thought not found in automata. So here are some of the new minis. Coming to plastic, right, Son of Ours? Super exciting. Aw, Seven, thank you so much. I appreciate that. How are you today? How's your weekend? If you play 40k AdMech, I'd wonder why 30k gets all the good-looking units. We were kind of talking about that earlier, about them kind of leaving models in one range or the other, which I don't know. I think a lot of people are kind of disappointed in. I would love the chance to take some of the 30k stuff to 40k, but doesn't look like that's what we're gonna get. Behind these Ordo Reductor Shock troops is a shambling covenant of 20 Ad Secularis tech thralls. There's so many words. Oh, wasted mine. Thank you so much for those gifted subs. We have 10 subs going out to Dicey Guy, Holy Fireman, Captain Wesker, English Gentleman, T. Cozy, Goliath Games, Terry 2, Lord Tobias, Wandering Lands, and Perlito Torpedo. Enjoy your emotes, your subs from Wasted Mind. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. What word did I get stuck up on? Let's see. These augmented ones humans are a result of punishments for tech priests and menial laborers. Unlike servitors, their personalities and thoughts are not removed entirely, merely overridden by implants. When war looms, they're refitted as expendable troops and hasty musters. They lack much in the way of skill or advanced equipment. These ghoulish puppet conscripts are utterly indefatigable and often overwhelm far superior troops, their mindless determination and weight of numbers. So we got these little guys. Pretty cool. And then we've got Triar's Armored Conveyor. It's a beast of transport that can ferry either your 2 core units around with a huge capacity of 22. So even your Thalax and their bulky 2 special role can fit inside. The armored prow protects the front from all but the worst anti-tank weapons, doubles up as a destructive shock ram for smashing straight into targets too big for your mounted Volkites and bolt weapons. Factor in the built-in flare shield, and your cargo will be making it to the front lines intact. Pretty cool tank. Pretty cool. Aw, Johninator, thank you so much. I appreciate that. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna keep on scrolling through here. We got the Castellax in plastic, which is super exciting. They look really cool. And then we've also got, looks like some of the weapons they're discussing. It's just a lot of reading. And then this guy, which I really love. So this is the Archmagos Prime, which looks pretty sweet. I like the sculpt a lot. It looks really cool. Do Sisters of Genestealer Cult, or Genestealer Cults have Forge-World models that are about to Legends? I'm trying to think, do they have anything? Forge World? I don't think so. Not off the top of my head. Alright, so that's what we got for Mechanicum for Heresy. I do wish these were in 40k. They're really cool, but that's just not how it's gonna go anymore. And then we had Imperialis, which... Oh wait, we also have Necromunda. Okay, I'm gonna go a little quicker through these. But we have Imperialis, the Devastation of Talor. I'm gonna scroll through here and see what we've got. I'm assuming there are special rules that people are waiting for is what I'm looking through here. It contains a complete section on how to rule Legion Imperialis campaigns with rules for running a Warfront campaign, sequences battles together or a more advanced breakthrough campaign. These represent traitor and loyalist forces battling through multiple fronts to destroy strongholds, capped off with the climatic breach of the stronghold mission. Okay, so campaign book it looks like. That's where we get to new units. Some of these previewed before, like Termite Assault Drills, and so are super heavy tanks, but there are more. Got more little tanks. Joining the battle for the Legion Astartes are the Saber Strike Tank, the missile-armed Sicarian Arcus, and the Sicarian Punisher. This intimidating rotary cannon. Okay, so more little tanks. The Force of Solar Zero diversifying their portfolio of tanks with 4 new Layman Rust variants. The Exterminator with the Twin-Link Auto-Cannon Turret, Annihilator with the Twin-Link Las Cannon Turret, Executioner with the Plasma Destroyer, and the Demolisher with a Demolisher Cannon. Imagine. Imagine. Aw, Wasted Mind! Thank you so much for that gifted sub to Rise. Rise, enjoy those emotes and that sub. Thank you, thank you. Wasted Mind, thank you so much for that gifted sub to Ruinstat. Thank you so much. Enjoy your emotes, your ad-free viewing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Help Boop, welcome in. How are you today? Thank you, thank you. And then, Necromunda. Wasted Mind, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Waffle the Man and to Hail Boop. I see that popping up. Thank you. Wasted Mind's just bonking. Going down the list and bonking. Thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate it. Johninator, enjoy those emotes and those subs from Wasted Mind. Thank you so much. Wasted Mind is here for Sub Sunday. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. I'm gonna keep cruising just because we've got one more left. But thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. All right. We've got Necromunda Hive Secundus is a new box supplement for Necromunda. A self-contained dungeon crawl through the worst city on the most unpleasant planet in an unmitigatedly vile galaxy. I need a fifth volunteer. Wasted Mind is waiting. Waiting? Wasted Mind said only subs. That's right. That's right. Okay, I did not realize dungeon crawl. Okay, I feel like I saw a mini, but I didn't see anything about this box. So let me scroll in here. Hive Secundus was the once center of learning and enlightenment, a rare bright spot amid the ceaseless struggle of the far future, so-called Jewel of Necromunda. Then a certain tech priest biologist, Hermitas, decided it was the perfect spot for some unsanctioned gene stealer research. The plan, as these things do, went awry. Before long, the hive was riddled with Xenos corruption, you know, as always. Bees, enjoy those emotes and that sub from Wasted Mind. Thank you so much, Wasted Mind. I appreciate it. Thank you. For all the support. Oh, wait, this sounds like a cool box game, right? I didn't realize we were going to dungeon crawl. Let me keep reading here. House Helmar decided to first try to retake the hive, contain the disaster, Necromunda being deemed too important for Exterminatus, giant perimeter wall, permanent surveillance from the planetary defense forces. Even the Imperial Fist got involved at one point, but as the cult grew in power and audacity, the then Lord Helmar did what any reasonable ruler would do. He pummeled the hive from orbit with graviton missiles, as you do. This collapsed struck train on itself, the accumulated mass of millennia sinking deep into the ground. The infection survived, albeit changed by such esoteric weaponry and something new and horrible, the Mal strain. You may remember at the end of the Necromunda campaign book, the Arathian Succession, Part 3, Ruins of Jardlin? Yes, I absolutely do. Lady Hera met a surviving brother in his spire suit. The pair of them descended into the darkness of the Underhells. That was, as we say in the trade, a clue. For Hive Secundus has become a happy hunting ground for Necromundan high society, young monsters who love nothing more than wire themselves into high-tech battlesuits, enlisting gangs of meat shields from lesser houses, entering the Underhells to collect Xenos heads. And now you can join them. Sly, thank you so much for that sub for 42 months of support. Thank you, I appreciate that. How are you today? Mageson, thank you, welcome in. How are you? V says, thank you for the gift sub. And I have a sub right now, so I really appreciate it. I love the Nikki emotes. I'm so glad you've got them. Thank you so much, everyone, for the support today, for coming to hang out, for the sub support. I appreciate it. All right, look at these guys. All right. Necromunda Hive Secundus is a full game in a box. Contains 2 complete gangs from 3 diverse factions. 2 Auraspire Hunters, Caryatid Prime, 8 Vansar Tech Hunters, 6 Twisted Mousering Gene Stealers, 4 Mousering Terramites, all in plastic. It's 8 plastic brood scum, making the existing hive scum in combination with new heads. The 2 Auraspire Hunters can be built with a range of top-tier weaponry. Vansar allies are a new type of specialist with access to additional guns, equipment, and specialist skills. So here are the minis we're getting. And I'll apologize, I don't know Necromunda super well. I'm going to scroll on through here. And we'll take a look. I mean, they look great. All of that. As for the Gene Stealers, These aren't your run-of-the-mill pure strains. From their patriarch down, these guys have been changed by the destruction of Secundus. Not even clear the hive mind would even want to pay them a visit at this point. Oh yeah, no, they've those guys had a rough day. He's had a rough day. These are fun though. I like these. Yeah, those are especially gribbly. The Gene Stealers are nightmare fuel. These are great. I love these. Yeah, those are fun. I like the feel of them. Yeah, yeah. The game itself puts 2 players in a linked campaign as a Secundant incursion game led by Imperious Spire and bulked out by House Vansar tech hunters infiltrate as far as they can into invested hive Secundus. Spires are on the hunt for glory. The Vansar seek to plunder data cores. As they get deeper, the environments become more hazardous, and the Gene Stealers hungrier. These also look great. I like his little smug face here. Very smug. Yeah, those look great. In the box, you get the bulkhead terrain sprue containing barricades and doors, 176-page softback rulebook, token board, gaming match, rulers, templates, cards, and dice. You get the cutie on the cover, too. Look at that. And that's what we got. That is, I think, let me make sure. Yep, that is the last of the preview. Well, very cool. I didn't realize the Necromunda thing was like a box game. That's really cool. As someone who does not play Necromunda, like, I would be, if a friend had that, I would try it. What do we think, chat? Who wants to pick up what? Let me scroll back up here. Oh, you're in a grumpy mood, Sly. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it gets better here today. Catch up on chat while I was reading. Gene Stealers before coffee. Been there, Gene Stealer. Been there. None of these things are for me, but now I've decided if I order a Land Raider and a few normal Contemptors for Custodies before the price increase. That's another thing. Chat, is anyone picking up anything for price increase? I think I might pick up the last few, like, Titanicus things that I want before everything goes up. The other thing while I'm on this camera, let me hop back here. I'll show you guys my tattoos. I got my full forearm now. So I'll stand up so you can actually see it. There's that. There's Piccolo's the awkward one in the middle there. Yeah, so I got that done yesterday. It will be, yeah, so it'll be full color. We only had time to do the line work yesterday. They had someone after me, so we ended a little early and I will go back another day for color. I'm very excited. Well, that's what I was up to this weekend. Bathroom remodel, and then I went to go get this. So it's all it's the filler episode. But you just gotta have the pink shirt. Yep. So did that yesterday. Decided to do that. Let you guys see on the big camera. He is back there, yeah. There's my husband. He back there. We want the Gracier from the Rats and the Gene Stealers from Necromunda. The Gene Stealers are pretty cool. I almost want them just for my knit army. They're that cool. Those are pretty neat. Okay, let's go back to painting some Titanicus. Meow. Maybe the Sisters Jump Leader. Maybe the Admech and Infantry dudes turn into Servitors to go with the Tech Priests. Everyone's wanting bits of things. We have these big boxes, and everyone's like, I'll take that from that, that from that. If you guys joined during the article, we're working on Titanicus. I have a Reaver I'm trying to finish, because this is my May challenge. And then I've also got some Warhounds that I'm trying to get caught up. So these will be my second set of Warhounds. I already have 2 that are close. I need to do the weathering on their feet. And then they are magnetized. So then I will have 4 Warhounds, the Reaver, the Warlord, and the War Master. I have a Warlord left, but I think we're trying to decide if Scott or I take that. I think it'll end up with me, but I'm not sure. I need to double check. New birthday stream, yes. Stream birthday. Noob, how are you today? Thank you so much. 6 years as a partner. Can you believe it, Noob? You believe it? John Anders says, the new Stormcasts are top priority for me. Most of the new 30k and 40k stuff is cool, but I don't plan on getting it anytime soon. The new Stormcasts look great. I guess from the Stormcast, is there one you're super excited to work on? I really like the new Gryph-hounds. I like the new, like the more furry look to them. A little more scruffy look. And then some of the characters look great. so invested in Malifaux. I don't feel the vibe for Warhammer right now. I think that's part of it for me right now with the... As much as I love Skaven, I've really enjoyed knocking out, like, part of my backlog and just working on some other stuff here lately. Like, I keep looking at Trench Crusade because it looks sick. I think that's part of it for me, is I don't mind waiting for the Skaven or getting things individually. I just know that it's usually a better deal to get the box. So, like, I might as well get it. Because I will eventually want the rats. I don't know, I feel like I'm also being pulled a few different directions where I'm not normally. If that makes sense. You bash the Genestealer with the underwater vampire elves from Age of Sigmar. Underwater Genestealer Gold? That'd be cool. I refuse to believe it. Clearly you lie. Clearly. Birthday this stream right here. That's right. Happy birthday stream. Ooh. So we got all of that in the previews this week. That was a lot of Warhams. A lot of Warhams. But yeah, today we're celebrating 6 years as Twitch partner. Thank you everyone for coming to hang out. I wish I had a bit more planned, but with the house remodel stuff, it's been all of my time. So we may do something a bit later, but thank you everyone for coming to celebrate. They need to show us... Oh, we didn't get a roadmap. We have only the unredacted one left, which is supposed to be Imperial Agents, right? That's, I think, what I've heard for as far as rumors. Yeah, what do we think would be next after that? I'm guessing they don't want to put out a new one until that's out. A new roadmap would be great. Alan Jack was riding eels instead of bikes. That'd be fun. Let's see. January says, I might be more excited. Oh, the new infantry, weirdly enough. The Executioner guy seems fun for the scenic base, the decapitated monster head. They'll be a fun project. I think those big boxes are always fun because you see what everyone's working on at the same time, too. So just seeing everyone work on Stormcast and work on that together. I'll be working probably on the Raddies along with all the other Skaven friends. That's just a fun part with the new boxes. We have no idea what it is. Yeah, it's just, I think we're on rumors. Wait, do you see the artillery? Which I have, yes. They're a heretic unit that summons bomb. I saw the art for it, and it's really cool. But yeah, I keep looking at that, because I really want to paint some of the Trench Crusade stuff. Can't bear with rumors anymore. That's fair. I think the fact that they have... Like, the recent rumors have been pretty accurate. I am more... Or I guess I pay attention to them a little bit more, because they're much more accurate. Like, they're actual just leaks, instead of people thinking about it. I don't know if I can paint this tiny Gunpla in 12 days. What are your thoughts on next month's challenge? I don't have any, if I'm honest. Chat? Any suggestions for next month's challenge? I kind of want to go back to just, like, a squad or something. I feel like the more themed ones people have a hard time with. So if we make it, like, a character, a squad, I feel like people have an easier time with it. I guess thoughts, chat? Antifreeze, welcome in. How are you today? We're working on some more Tiny Titans. What you up to? It's fun to see what's different takes on the same model. Yeah, it's whenever it's a big release. Big agree. It's really fun to see all the color schemes. The conversion work. I'm always, like, crazy impressed with the people. Even though the models are brand new, they've got these really cool ideas and kit bashes. But yeah, that's definitely the most fun with the big releases. Everyone attacking something at the same time. If you fail to hit the bomb, if you fail to hit with the bomb, your opponent can scatter it 3 inches. Oh, whichever direction they want. I like that. It does sound very orky, doesn't it? That's pretty fun. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into more of the rules. And then, talk noob into playing with me. Doing good, glad to hear it. Next month's challenge, bathrooms. Ooh. I'll still be working on mine, probably. It's not the color you don't normally use. Well, we want the mini to be the goal, for sure. we'll think about it. I think something like a squad would probably be good, but I'll think about it. Designer worked on 6 said 40k and more time, so I don't doubt it. Everything seems to be about minimizing time spent waiting for your opponent to finish. That's good. I'm excited. Waffle. It sounds really cool. And obviously all the art is amazing. Rather than leave the flesh, paint minis that have skin showing, bare head. I kind of like that with summer. I feel like everyone could pick a mini that has some sort of flesh. What do we think, chat? Do we try one more scene before we give up on it? You guys want to do suns out, guns out? Paint some flesh? What are we playing? It's something on the list. It is on the list. Trench Crusade. I know that you added it the other day. As soon as I get this gosh darn bathroom finished. Long Fang, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome on in. How are you? For anyone who's coming in, we are working on some Titanicus today. I am trying to get the rest of my little Titans together. So I've got a Reaver that we started last week. I got some leg panels we need to add to him. Got 2 Warhounds I'm trying to get done. And they are going to match. I have Legio Kratos. And this is my War Master. So you can get a better feel for decals and weathering and all that that'll go into it. So we're trying to get them caught up to him. But that is my Titanicus stuff. Well, welcome on in, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. If you're working on anything fun, we'd love to hear about it. He's big boy. I love the War Master. It's such a cool kit. Palette Cleanser Challenge. Pick something. Let me scroll back up. In the backlog, totally different what you're working on. That could be fun. I like both of these ideas. Is it McCax? Welcome in. J. Crow, welcome in. How are we doing today? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming to check it out. For anyone who may be new, hello, I'm Nikki. We usually paint a lot of Warhammer. As the bot says there, streaming is my full-time job. If you'd like to see some of the other stuff I'm working on, I'm going to throw my socials in here too. I've been posting the Titans. We've got some Salamanders coming up. If you want to check those out, see what else I'm working on. Scroll up here. When you damage opponent's model but not kill it, you can cash that in later to make your opponent's rolls worse, make your injury roll better, make their armor worse, so you're always engaged. That's pretty neat. Work. Pegasus says, I am shocked at myself. Pretty much finished 2 of the Layman Rust tanks. That's awesome. Chat, how is the May challenge going? I think I saw more people either getting close or finishing up. I would like to have mine done this week. Like the next couple days. If I can get the, I need to find his base. Get that started. And if I can get decals started, I'll be in a good spot. How's everyone feeling? It's not. Fair. Or not the May challenge. What's everyone working on right now? What projects are on the table, chat? Other than this, I've got the Demon Prince I need to get back to this week. We started this boy on stream last week. So we're going Zinch Demon Prince. We have a Magnus I also need to build. I need to just take a night and go build crazy. Get the next stuff lined up. Because I've got the rest of the Thousand Suns, and we've also got some Imperial Fists I need to start building. It's just been a lot here. I am behind. My airbrush is being a pain. Uh-oh, is it 10 timeout, Rise? I know Slams also had to go into timeout. Get a good soak before you try again. I've been tired, not in the mood to. That's fair. There's always the challenge next month, too. We'll do more of them. My contemptors are ready for washes. Let's go. That's exciting. I have to pick a model to paint for May. Like, get in there, JPEG. JPEG likes to do the challenge on hard mode. Start like a week before. To be fair, JPEG does it. Gets the challenge done, but it does stress me out a little bit. On the table is a 3-inch tall, 70-piece robot from Obsidian Protocol. I have like 4 more of them to build. Oh my gosh, that's so many pieces. Well, I know it's a lot of pieces, but how is like the actual build? Like, is fitment okay? Is it a really fiddly build? How are they to build here? Horus is currently 3k points, I'm sorry, not 1,000, Sons of Horus. 800 points of Isengard and a super rough sketch of my Crack of Doom diorama. Nice. Does a lot of projects. You were away looking for a Minotaur, that's true. You were actually looking for a monster. I don't want to call Minotaur a monster, but you were actively looking for one. Focus on self-care more than painting. That's fair. That is much more important. Once my airbrush part finally comes in, I can start painting. Assembly is almost done. Let's go. Trying to figure out how to wire a Skitarii to a gun on its back. You always have the fun things to figure out, Black. with your custom stuff. Your stuff's always fun to figure out. 25 pounds down though, so can't complain. Yep. Keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. Have you found that, and I say this because I have, that working out helps with the kind of self-care, mental health aspect? It has helped me quite a bit. That's why I ask. Like, I've not been able to here with the remodel, and I'm feeling it. And now with the second skin, I can't for about a week here. I am ready to get back to it. Alright, says I love building it. It's like a small gunpla. Most of the parts aren't fiddly. I only dropped one and lost a piece that provided spares for. Okay. Well, that's good. Glad that even with a lot of pieces, it's a nice build. Good. I finished Sandland last night, by the way. It's a fun JRPG, cool vehicle combat. Masavan Toriyama's name was shown in the first staff member in the credits. Yes. Isn't it crazy, Bees? How, like... I can't speak for you, obviously. I never met Toriyama, but the fact that I still get, like, sad at those little moments, like, what an impact he had. Like, it's nuts getting so sad over someone that... like, I didn't meet him personally, but it's still, like, he made such an impact that, yeah, when his name flashes up or you're reminded of something, it's like, oh. No. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Glad it was good. For sure, the stuff and the food has been a pain, though. That's fair. I found with food, the more that I can meal prep, the easier it gets. Or having, like, those few meals on hand that you can just go to. The game just came out shortly after I died. New game's coming out this year with this work. Yep. Yep, I'm waiting for Sparking Zero. And that's gonna be a little bittersweet, I think. It'll be good. Sean, the voice actor for Goku, said, I think on his Twitch stream, that he had done like 80 hours of voice work for it. And that we were gonna love it, and I'm excited. Has anyone else been playing any fun games? What have we got, chat? I have been trying to sneak in some Hades 2 in between remodel stuff. I've only been able to put in like a handful of hours so far. But Hades 2 has been very good. It's more Hades in like a good way. I'm really enjoying it. Anyone else playing anything? When someone was so creative, they were able to touch many people, it's only natural to mourn their loss. Yeah, I think it was really beautiful seeing everyone share their stories too of like how they were touched by like his work and the impact it had on individual people. Like that was really cool to see. Fallout 76, some more Fallout action. I got victory in Final Fantasy 14. Nice. I need to get back to 14 before all the new stuff here. Like, I know there's already things I need to catch up on, but I need to decide when I'm hopping back in. Playing Little Kitty Big City. What do you think, Autofire? I watched a little bit of a stream of it, and it was really cute. What did you think? Set these to the side. I'm getting stuff on my mat. Autofire's playing Classic WoW. Getting prepped for Classic Cata to launch tomorrow. So crazy what they've been doing with all the classic stuff and just, like, moving on up. I didn't realize that was tomorrow. Hey, Archivist, welcome in. I just finished Dredge. Really fun in a low-key, creepy way. Yes, I need to get back to that. We played a bit of that here on stream. But I didn't go back to finish it, and I really need to. Welcome on in. It's a really cool little game. Is there anything you're working on? Welcome, welcome. For anyone who may be new, hello, I'm Nikki. We paint a lot of Warhammer here. I'm working on Titanicus today. I've got some Warhounds and a Reaver I'm trying to finish up so I can learn the game. So I played way back when it first launched, but I haven't played since. Now that there's so much more stuff out for it, I want to give it like a fair shake, give it another try. So trying to get some stuff together for it. Riot's also playing Hades too. What do you think so far, Riot? Hopefully I can play some more. I also want to get back to... I want to give Fallout New Vegas one more try. I got my mods in the right order again. Sly posted that for me. But I haven't been able to try it and hop back in, so... I want to get that gosh darn game to work. Dredge was great. Dredge was very good. Very, very good. But seriously, I am getting humbled constantly in Hades too. I love the mechanics that Hades has, though, for, like, progressing and, like, the stories and getting to meet the other characters. They do such a good job. Dialogue's always fun. But I feel that. Ryan says, I accidentally played 14 hours of it on Friday night. Went to sleep at 10 a.m. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of Fallout, Ryan. The sequel will be Big Kitty, Little City. I would absolutely play that, too. It's really cute. The controls are a bit janky, even up to the point of being frustrating. Okay. From the stream I was watching, it looked like jumping up seemed a little goofy, but I wasn't actually doing it myself, so it was hard to tell. Fulgrim, thank you so much. We're celebrating today. The actual anniversary, I think, is Wednesday. But we like to do our special stuff on the weekend. How are you? Welcome in. What you been up to? We're working on some Titanicus, but yeah, we are 6 years as a Twitch partner, so thank you so much. Thanks for coming to check it out. You dropped Little Kitty Big City. Oh, after a few hours because of the controls. That's too bad. It looked really cute. Alright, says, I like it. I like the new resource gathering, but I'm also glad the recent patch made gathering easier. I did see that. I haven't been able to play since, but I saw that they had changed it a bit. So that's good. Reaper, thank you. How are you today? Welcome, welcome in. Thank you, everyone. I really wanted to like the game, but it frustrated me. Stray's a better kitty exploration game. I feel like what I want in my mind is a mixture of the two. I wasn't into the, like, escape sections of Stray. That wasn't why I wanted to play it. Like, if I could just explore in Stray, that's what I wanted. And it feels like that's what Little Kitty Big City is, but I want the controls of Stray. I feel like if you could smoosh them together, that's what I wanted. Oh, it is the jumping. Okay, jumping's a bit janky, missing your jumps constantly. A lot of persons, I know a lot of people say New Vegas was the best Fallout, but I found it to be terrible. Just some parts are just plain offensive. That's fair. It's, I feel like all of them have different things that they are good at. I like Fallout New Vegas. I definitely know what you're talking about. But yeah, no, it's fair. I understand. I had fun with it. I love Stray Dog at the point where you had to help that guy get out of the past bubble things with the light. Trying to remember. I did play it. Never got through it. Some of the chase sequences, it's just... I didn't know I was signing up for a stressful game. I felt like it was a little, I don't know. I got tricked into it, I felt like. I thought New Vegas was perfect. I just want the game to have a remake with next-gen graphics. I want a remake that just doesn't crash. Like, that's it. I don't really even need the graphics. I just need it to not crash. That's all I need. Let's see, other than that, I finished Shogun. I have to report to Wasted Mind that I finished Shogun. Really enjoyed it. It was really good. But I was watching like that in the evenings after we kind of finished up remodel stuff for the day. Been watching that and been watching a lot of hockey. So my stars have moved on to the next round. After our silly refs tried to take it from us, we've moved on. Ah, Taria, thank you so much. How are you today? Welcome in. Can you believe it's been 6 years? Craziness. Craziness. How's your weekend? Open World Games excited for Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yes. What do we think of new Assassin's Creed? I have learned that Assassin's Creed is not for me, but seems like a cool, obviously cool location and stuff for the new one. Shogun is so good. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. You've been watching the PWH. I have not. What am I missing? Boston got eliminated, so I choose a new team to root for to win the cup. Who are you leaning towards? Not bad. Had a good birthday yesterday. Now chillin', took tomorrow off to continue birthday weekend. Tareya, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tareya. Happy birthday to you. Woo! What else you got planned for birthday weekend? Yeah, what special stuff did we get to do? Shadows looks really cool. And then I go back to hating all the other teams, because Boston is the best. Looks like, yep, we get Game 7 for Oilers and Canucks. A few of us were in the Discord watching that last night. Or chatting while watching. I'm waiting to see who we're gonna play. Stressful. How was Scott's? Scott's was good. I feel bad since it's in the middle of bathroom remodel. That's just been our life here. But he had a good birthday. That was Wednesday. So Scott's birthday was Wednesday. But yeah, it's just unfortunately lifing right now. But it was good. Maybe here after some of the bigger stuff done, we do a little bit more for it. Leaning towards Edmonton. They still have to beat the Canucks first. We'll see how this Game 7 goes. I think as a Stars fan, I would rather play the Canucks, but we'll see. We'll see. Oilers being Oilers. Some stuff I painted for Roommate Nerd ended up on the Warhammer stream because he played the first game live from the Dallas Open. That's so awesome. That's so cool on the screen. How's he doing with the Open so far? Is anyone else watching the Open? I think someone mentioned they were watching both of us here this morning. I have not tuned in for any of the actual game. May hop in later today. I refuse to root for the Rangers or the Panthers. Get pet nerds. That's fair. That's fair. He's doing bad but learning. Brat brother gonna be a brat. The best big sister response there. I'm a horrible sister. Nope. Perfect response. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad he's learning. And glad models are ready to go. That's so cool they ended up on the screen. So I know that was quick turnaround for those. Worth it right there. Let's see, it's a small league, but every game I've watched has been really good. Game keeps flowing a lot more than I'm used to from college hockey. There are a lot of cool players, Goalies have been really important factors across the league. It's just great. I'm having a lot of fun watching. That's really cool. What do you watch it on? I love hockey, but unfortunately, with our cable package, I don't get to watch a whole lot of it unless they're on like certain channels. Which is why the playoffs have been great, because they're on like the main channels. So it's really easy for me to be able to tune in and watch more of it, which has been a lot of fun getting back to it here. Big Sister responds very accurate. Very good, Big Sister, yes. Yes. Everyone wants a Big Sister like Toria. For sure. Oh, sure. That's the best part. I'll watch it live for free on YouTube. Love that. I'll have to check that out. Hockey I can watch. Best hockey. To be fair, yeah, the goalie's an important factor in all leagues. True. True. Sounds like maybe even a little bit more so. Alright, we're still doing gold trim. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to work on tomorrow, because I know it's been a lot of Titans here. And I really need to start building stuff. Honestly, we might just have a build stream. I try not to build on stream too much, but we might just have one tomorrow. Get ourselves caught back up here. Trying to feel more like star players. They get to be the big names in that league. Me and Nikki share the attitude of huggles and get wrecked in the same sentence. Inaccurate. Just big sister things. Those big sister things. And this trim every time I watch. It's been a lot here lately because that's just what I've got prepared. Yeah, until I can get the next round of stuff built. That's just what I've got ready to go. To be fair, a lot of Warhammer's trim. There's a lot of trim in Warhammer. Between Space Marines, Chaos, Knight. It's a lot of trim. We don't have the NHL as much as we used to. Yeah. Wow. Rudder. Classic. It's been kind of fun learning the other teams, because obviously in the time that I stopped watching hockey as much, a lot of the players I grew up watching have now retired. It's kind of learning the bigger players now. Learning the teams. Because, yeah, I took a little bit of a break. I just wasn't watching it as much. So getting back into it here for a little bit's been really nice. To be fair, I've never watched much of the NHL. Been a casual collegiate fan on and off for a long time. That's cool. I feel like I only catch the college side of things every now and then. If there's like something larger that is on TV, I'll tune in for things like that. Seattle had one good NHL season, but they aren't that good this year. Other than that, I've been watching anime. I've been watching Kaiju number 8. I need to watch this week's. I haven't watched anything for this week just yet. My Hero's back, watching that. I feel like I'm missing something. What else have I watched? I feel like I'm missing something. I'm sad I miss X-Files. We haven't been able to watch it with the remodel. Hopefully here soon. Exactly, Mikey, I miss it. Because our remodel day tends to, like, we start a little bit later in, like, the morning, early afternoon. It kind of pushes into the evening, which means I haven't been able to watch any. Debating which would be more work. Painting the trim manually on Legionnaires, or doing a lot of silly putty on the already airbrush work. I don't know that the silly putty's worth it. Tim the Sorcerer, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome everybody coming in. We are painting some Warhammer. And yeah, we have our partner anniversary. So it's been 6 years as a partner here on Twitch. Welcome everybody. How was your stream? Let's see. We were playing some RimWorld. How was that going? Welcome everybody. Raisa, hello Tim. Hello. How you doing today, Crafton? Thank you so much. How we doing today? I am trying to get... Okay. They're in pieces. But we have... we have 2 Warhounds and a Reaver. Though we are trying to get caught up to my War Master, which is this boy. So that's what we've got today. Anthos, welcome in. How are ya? Big Booms. Thanks for bringing the Big Booms over here. Crafted says, thanks for sending us here, Tim. Now I can see what good miniature paintings look like. Crafting, you meanie. Big booty. But thank you. These are my Titans. Trying to think what else I got here. So we've been working on Titans a lot. We've got some Skaven. So this is my Screaming Bell that I'm trying to update. Get ready for a new edition. There's a big old boy. We got some big boys. Roasted. Sure did. We've also got... What else have I got over here? I'm trying to finish up. I've got a couple tiny little things I want to finish. We've got Thranduil from The Hobbit. So Thranduil and his big elk. That's here. And then I've got a Kingdom Death that I also need to finish. This is the Death High White Speaker. So there's a little bit of what we like to work on. Everyone who came over that raid, how we doing today? And anyone else painting some miniatures? What do we got? Flaming New, welcome in. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, if you guys have projects, I want to hear about them. Let us know what you got. I'm going to put my stuff back on screen. Trying to get these little Titans ready for a game. I have to beat up Noob Painter here in chat here soon. Nice tattoos, thank you so much. I actually just got some yesterday. So I got line work for the next ones. We didn't quite have time for color, so I'll go back and get the color a bit later. But thank you. How are you guys doing today? Or, if we're playing games, what game are we playing? Raiders, what you got? I've been playing Hades 2 with the early access. And it's been very good. Enjoying the heck out of Hades. What are you guys playing? Did Wormworld get like a new update here? Is that why we're hopping in? Ah, thank you. Reza, do you also have tattoos? I'm excited to, that's my last big piece. And then I'm going to start doing filler and background and all of that here soon to finish the sleeve out. New DLC lately. Ooh, horror theme. That sounds fun. Did have a new update. Okay. Hopping in to check that out. That's awesome. Welcome, welcome in. DLC a couple months ago. Okay. So pretty recent. Flaming uses some painting. Planning to paint a Pure Request base set. Oh, with mainly contrast. I think contrast is great for like board game minis. Those ones where you have like a lot of enemy type models that you don't want to spend like a whole lot of time on. But even like starting the heroes and stuff. Contrast is a really good way to do that. I'm going to try and do the same with Darkest Dungeon. Flaming Noob. I've got a bunch of those minis that need paint. Working on my first. Oh, trying to find an artist. Okay, that's awesome. Well, best of luck. That is the big step. Getting the artist, make sure you vibe. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer. I just started my sleeve in September, so I'm still kind of new to it, but if there's anything you're wondering that I can help with, let me know. Must return to sleep. Sounds good, Rise. Thank you so much for hanging out. Get some rest. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you, Reaper. Yeah, you gotta get the party hat. Thank you. I appreciate it. Gotta get the party hat. Greenlee, thank you. Thank you. How are you today? I appreciate it. We are celebrating 6 years as a partner. So I do want to say thank you again, everyone, for all the support, for coming to hang out. For the sub support earlier. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I know, bro. So 6 years. That's almost a whole year. Almost. Can you believe it? How are you? Welcome in. What you up to this weekend? I am trying to get these silly Titans together. Teeny tiny party hat for me to wear on days like today. I wish I had had time to plan some more stuff for today, but this remodel is killing us. Killing us. I'm trying to decide, Memorial Day is also coming up, and I think, as much as I hate to cancel another stream, like, I think I need it. I think I need to take a rest day. This has just been more stressful than we were anticipating, and I think I need to take it, so I will let you guys know. I may take that long weekend for myself here. Mikey's got even tinier party hat. Look at it. Look at it go. Man, I'm trying to think about what I was up to in May 2018. Yep, not worried about the coming years, that's for sure, right? Gosh, what could you... If you could go back, chat, to this time, 2018, what would you tell yourself? What would you tell yourself? Painting yellow guys with capes. Sorry, the modeling's stressy. The remodel has been a lot more than we anticipated, which has been... I think if we had known going into it that it was going to be like, okay, it's going to be a couple weeks, we're looking at these things to fix, that would have been different than we thought we were going to take like a weekend and knock out all the big stuff. And yeah, it's just wasn't what we were expecting, and that's been stressful, if that makes sense. Oh, party hearts for the Titans! That'd be so cute. Invest in Bitcoin? 2018 Blackout is just fine. Buy stock and mask, there you go. Waiting for White Scar bikes to release, there you go. Yep. Yep. Start buying a bunch of toilet paper early, yep. We'll make it, we're getting there. It's just, it was very stressful. And obviously, like, after, because my father-in-law is up here helping with us. Once he leaves, we still have work to do. So we still have painting and the smaller stuff, so we will get there. We just, none of us anticipated it being this much work. Tell myself to start painting minis again. Give yourself a head start there. Yeah, like, I can only imagine. Pretty crazy. I know where I was, chat. Where were you, Tyria? Where were you the day? It's weird thinking how much Twitch has changed. I was right here, being the second person to sub. Look at that. Flexing. As you absolutely should. Flexing. Thank you so much for all your support. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. I really can't say it enough. Thank you so much for all the support, for coming to hang out. Feels like so long ago. Probably tell myself my current medication. Tell myself stay on course. Graduate a semester early. I hadn't gone full-time commissions yet at that point. I think I would tell myself to honestly do it sooner. Hop out. Get myself out of a toxic office. Be like, just take the leap already. Get out of there. Do it. I didn't do it until October. I was there. I was there the day the Strength of Nerds failed. That's right. Flex away. Let's see what else is going on. I think that's about it, chat. It's been a lot. I think this week, trying to get back on track with some other projects. I want to bring some new stuff here on stream. The Titans have been fun, but it's time to pick something else to work on for a little bit. If you guys would like to pick whatever my next project will be, we do have our sub goal that is below my face. Wasted Mind was making sure to get us a good head start. Thank you again, Wasted Mind, for all the support. But if you'd like to help me pick a project, that is there as well. I do kind of want to bring on some Kingdom Death. I'm trying to think what's already built that we can bring on, because I definitely need to bring a new creepy thing on stream here soon. Our Gorm ended up in the newsletter. It's time to pick a new creepy. I do have the king already prepped and ready to go. Maybe we start to work on that. What do you guys think? Should we work on the king? Should I find something even creepier? I think I have... Yeah, the Gorm we worked on. He ended up in the Kingdom Death newsletter. So thank you, Kingdom Death, for sharing Gorm. Our sweet baby boy. Trench Crusade. It would just be... I would just have to convert, right? There's nothing actually available just yet. I'm not so good at converting. I will say that. I was gonna wait for some official stuff, which I don't think is available yet. Are there STL files? Okay. Maybe I need to look around some more. I feel like, because someone mentioned like a fundraising goal was hit, but then I didn't see where that was. I feel like things are maybe a little spread out and I'm not sure where to go. I will take another look. If I can print some, that would be cool. Like, I saw people had them, but I assumed they were, like, working on the project. So I didn't look too much. They're fully funded on Kickstarter. Okay. I didn't find... Okay, I'll do some more research. I didn't find a link for that anywhere. Like, even if they've, like, finished. I didn't find it anywhere. I'll take another look. I feel like I just came in late to the party and couldn't find all the details, I guess. Get caught up. I also need to take time to do some more 3D printing and get more used to like the supports and just the way to get everything printed. I have to get going, have work later. Sounds good, Mikey. We'll see you later. Thanks so much for hanging out. Bye-bye for now. What does everyone have plans for the rest of today, chat? What are we up to here after stream? STL for a game called Trench Crusade. It is very kind of Dark Souls-y vibe. Religious horror. Essentially, religious horror set during World War I. There's some pretty cool stuff. I can throw it in the Discord again if you guys want to look. But I think Ravenlord mentioned it in Discord, and then I kept going back to look at it, and it's like, yeah, this is really cool. Eat, game, sleep, repeat. A good schedule. A good schedule. Yeah, World War I was with Dark Souls. So, definitely some cool, creepy stuff in it. I definitely want to paint some of it. And then trying to bully people into playing with me. It's sweet looking. I know, Ravenlord. I'm excited. I'm glad you guys mentioned it. Yeah, what's everyone up to today? What do we got after stream here? We will have the pre-order article here in about half an hour. I'm not sure what to expect. What do we think will be up for pre-order, chat? What are we still waiting on? Hey, the General, welcome in. How are you today? I'm excited to see even more of Trench Crusade. It looks pretty cool. That religious horror like vibe. It's like right up my... Basically, the first Templar Crusade. The Templars opened a portal to hell in Jerusalem. It's been 800 years of war since. Yeah. There is the short little synopsis there. If anyone likes that kind of premise, I also read a book that I really liked. It was called Between Two Fires. So if you like that vibe, I really liked that book. It was very good. Basically, that book was recommended for like anyone who was looking for like a Dark Souls-y or Berserk type world. And it was really good. So if that's your vibe, I do recommend that book. I enjoyed it. Good giant clones of Jesus in suits of armor. If I recall correctly, some of the lore. Yeah, some of that kind of stuff. Probably not much since Age of Sigmar 4 isn't a few weeks out. Probably more made to order. That makes sense. I'll just need to paint some Vampire Hunter D type models. I'm down with that. Yeah. Part of me wants to do some of the anime figure repainting here on the stream. Like, I've been doing it on YouTube, but part of me wants to try it on here. I don't know. Twitch is very fickle about what I bring on stream. I'm thinking about it, though. Do it! Part of me wants to. Streaming has felt kind of weird here with just things slowing down in general. And trying to figure things out, I guess. That makes sense. Like a Sunday, yeah, maybe. Maybe. Get a made to order. I actually managed to not order any of the Rohan made to order. Congrats. Congrats, congrats. I'm glad that they have, like, weeks where you can do that, where it's not overcrowded by other things. And make sure you get your order in. I think the warehouse, they're also closing the warehouse here at some point. Between pricing changes and Sigmar and all of that. So yeah, made to order is probably a good shout for this week. I recently a Vampire Hunter D STL, one of the gooder patrons. Freya's interested. There's so many talented sculptors now with cool projects. The other one I'd like to start working on is I've got so many Nom Nom figure that I need to print. If I can get some time this week to print some stuff. It was close though, I did have things in my cart. 5 and 6 factions are House Soldiers, Plague Soldiers, Religious Zealots, the Catholic Church for World War I, and Islamic Alchemist Flesh Crafters. Flesh Crafters is just great. And a 6 unannounced faction. I was trying to remember, I think some of the things I had found did say like what faction they were, and now I can't remember. Sorry. I clearly need to do some more research other than, dang, all that looks cool. That's the most research I've done. I haven't finished her just yet, Riot, with the remodel. I still need to do the plaid on her skirt and a few little small things. So she's not done just yet. Basically, the only hobby time I've had with the remodel was trying to do the Empire commission that I've got, which that is coming along, but I haven't done anything else really since then. Yeah. Most of my hobby time has been stream, unfortunately, for the last couple weeks. I'm sure you'll find more time to print stuff when your house stuff sells. Yeah, I hope so. Can you tell I'm just ready for it to be done? I know I sound like a broken record, but it's literally just my whole life right now. Thank you, Slam. How are you? Welcome in. Can you believe 6 years? Nerd. What you up to today? 6 years. I'm a Trench Crusade lore tuber. YouTube just has everything now. It's Warhammer. It's Dragon Ball. It's Trench Crusade. It's everything. It's everything. I've read the lore primer, the rules, skimmed the data sheets. Skirmish game for anyone unaware. Yeah. If you're interested, chat. I would say I'm seeing more and more of it on Twitter, too, if you want to take a look. You did read through the lore. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. Had some cool stuff, I think. If I can print some stuff, I will do that. We were talking reveals. I'm trying to think what else, Slam, what we've talked about today. Got kind of a reactions, I guess, from chat for the wrestling section and all of that. Like there's a mechanic for being shot off ledges. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. I always love, like, when you look through the rules and you find things like that, because it's like, well, wait, how often is that going to be happening? How often am I going to be shot off a ledge? Kind of makes you pause for a second. It happens often enough that we need a rule for it, so. Good to know. Good to know. Social media exploded over the last 3 weeks. Yeah, there's been more movement on it, which is good. But I just love seeing all the concept art for it. Do you reckon the pre-order article will be how we can buy a Claudio of our own? If only. If only. We were guessing it's probably made to order stuff, Slam, with new Sigmar coming. You can make your own wrestler. That's the new kit. But then it gives you more ideas. That's true. It's like, am I not doing it enough? Soraya thinking the opposite. Do I need to be doing this more? Some more great sculpts made to order. That's right. You can pick them up, Slam. Now's the time. What you got planned for today? I have Warhounds, and then I go back to helping with tile. The FOMO, I'm not getting all the combo points. Need more ledges. Soraya's game board is strictly ledges. Oops, all ledges. And she will use it to her advantage. Tiling, yep. If you're injured but not killed, you can be knocked prone. If you're within an inch of a ledge, you have to make a check. If you fail, you fall, potentially take damage if the fall is over 2 inches. That makes sense. I dig that. Oh my goodness, Will. I had a dream that someone commissioned Nikki to make a mini of me and a clone of me. She kept chasing me around her Labyrinth, Texas palace, wearing Piccolo's purple clothes and holding a pair of tweezers and an apple core, all the while saying, "It's not that bad, Billiam," in a Cookie Monster voice over and over. This is why it's important not to eat flaming hot Doritos immediately before bed. No, I think that's perfect, Will. Welcome in. How are you? I'm surprised you came to my stream after that, honestly. Is it to make sure that I am still not chasing you in with an apple core? Join us, Billiam. It's not that bad. Welcome in, Will. I don't know how to take this information, but I'm happy to have you here. I do love that you get the weird dreams too when eating stuff. Mine seems to be Cheerios before bed. I get the weird dreams then. It's great. It only hurts for the first 2 years, and we've been partnered for 6, so it's fine. You're all good. Going home after lunch. Wait and head back to the flats and good sleep. That wasn't a dream. That was just Saturday. Sly giving confirmation. Yeah. I had to make sure the Cookie Monster voice was not real. Sorry. I can't even, picture that voice in my head right now. Or I would try it. And you know I would. But I can't picture it right now for some reason. I'm blanking out on Cookie Monster voice. It slowly backs away into the hedge. Bill's like, no, I'm good. No, thank you. You know, I saw Flaming Hot Doritos, the Nikki's grocery list, just saying. That was my problem. I got the Cheetos, not the Doritos. I'll be better next time. Better next time. What will the June challenge be? Chat asking so far ahead. I don't know. We had a couple, some of us thought about doing, skin tones, especially with summer. That could be fun. And, I would think most people have a model with, some skin you could paint. Part of me wants to go back and just say, a squad or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to think on it. If you guys have any fun ideas, let me know. But I kind of thought, Suns Out, Guns Out would be a fun summer challenge here. But if there's something you guys think, let me know. I haven't decided yet. It's still very early. It's still early. If I get apple cord, I'm telling everyone. Will, what you up to today? Now that you are awake and the Cookie Monster voice can't hurt you, what you up to today? Skin Squad? Suns Up, Guns Out is fun. I'm trying to think back. I feel like most people would have something with skin tone, right? Right? I think if we did that, I would try to find a mini where I could do more work like, specifically on skin. Oh, I have a Kingdom Death mini, maybe. I have the Summer Goth lady. Well, I might do that. I only pause on that one because I know it's a fair amount of gap filling for her. That model does not go together great. We agreed a couple weeks ago that June challenge is going to be Ludba. It could be. Ludba's got skin. Fortune Mars, welcome in. You sent the present. Let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, so I've got 2 in pieces. 2 Warhounds. So they're all sorts of sub-assembled right now. Then I've got my Reaver, which I went ahead and redid the leg plates to bring in the orange. So that'll go on after stream, probably. And then I've got 2 more Warhounds. I need to weather their little feet. And then they're done. And then those go with my Warhound, or my Warlord and my War Master, which I know you've seen. But we're getting there. How are you? What you up to today? The cosplay Cookie Monster Nikki isn't real. Not yet. Not yet. I would have to source some of that. Yeah. Let me work on that for you, Billiam. Find a mini with skin, I'm sure. Yeah. I think I mean, if we want to do a summer challenge, we can. Guns out, guns out. Immediately people paint those ridiculously large Space Marine Nerf gun minis, yes. Yup. Yeah, I gotta be careful. I gotta clearly explain what the challenge is. Which, I will do a reminder. The challenge is something specific. So, it's not just anything that you're working on. That is the whip gallery. Throw that in there. Challenge does have specific stuff, so make sure you read all the details if you want to join us. Cookies. I mean, we could go the other route. Suns out, guns out. You just paint the biggest gun you got. Paint the biggest weapon you have, chat. Could go the opposite. Show me your skin minis. That's right. Give. Give. Everyone come paint some pinups with me. Ah, thank you, Fortune Mars. I appreciate it. What you up to today? Do you also have some Titans on your table? I feel like I know the answer, but I have to ask. We also working on some. Give skin, wholesome strimmer. That's right, and biggest weapon. I am so wholesome. That's right, I want both. How much more wholesome could you get? What was the one Automod cut? I think it was like Little Piece or something like that. Same vibes. Same vibe. Thanks, Automod. It always catches the best things. I'm painting a Night Lord. There would be skin on there. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna think about it, chat. The idea is to try and pick something that everyone can grab something from the backlog, so I think after Monsters and Machines, I want to be a bit more careful with everyone being able to grab something that they want to work on. That's the only reason I'm hesitating here. But we'll think of something. Looking after the kids at present. Thought I'd pop in to say hello. Got some Imperialist stuff and Gundam to do before hitting the Titans in. Some Gundam. That's exciting. What have you got planned for the Gundam? Hope everything good with the kiddos today. Automod, more like William Bogger. He's so lewd. I know. Gotta watch him. I'll watch him close. Alright, Metallics. Small break, then more Metallics. I think that's another reason I need to find something else for this week is I'm getting a little tired of all the trim and stuff between all these little guys. I think I need to just find something for myself. Ray mentioned bringing the anime on. Maybe I just bring Goku on tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how crazy I feel tomorrow, I guess. Fading up. Oh, Kshatriya. Then like the base colors and weathering a bit. I think that's what Scott actually tried to do a repaint of a little while back. Kshatriya is a cool kit. Anime. Tempting to Rhea. Okay, we'll see how crazy I feel tomorrow. You guys have no idea what to come into. Oh! Aw! Such an interesting amount. Bakarako. Thank you so much, Waste of Mind. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. We get to try new goodies. Thank you so much. Well, I'm excited. Thank you, thank you. So that was through my Throne, if you guys weren't sure what that was. Throne is my wish list, and it is a privacy wish list. Basically what that means is it can be shipped to me, and we don't have to share like address information and things like that. So if you want to check out my wish list, !Throne, but that is what that was through. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. Oh, I didn't read the message. I need to see if there's an option. Because I think, yeah, I think Slam had also tried to do a message at one point, and it didn't read it. Okay, I will look and see if that's an option. I'm sorry it didn't read the message. I will probably see it here when I get in there, though. So thank you, Ace of Mind. I appreciate it. I was trying to see if it was in my alerts here. No, it just says it was funded. Thank you, I appreciate it. Please do not be Wasabi Month, could you imagine? Oops, all wasabi. Could you imagine? God, we just both suffer for a month. At least yours wouldn't be on camera. Oh, let's see. For Kshatriya, it's a beast of a Gundam. For a high-grade kit, it looks more like a master-grade scale model. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what Scott's was. It's been a while since we've worked on some Gunpla. I probably need to sell some of what we've got, but... So we used to build Gunpla. There was a local group that, like, on Saturdays they would meet and build, but then they changed locations. And now they're much farther than us, so we kind of stopped going and stopped getting kits. But they were a lot of fun to build. If anyone likes to build, I can super recommend Gunpla. Wasabi sounds like Vulcan Month, yes. True! Thank you so much, Wasted Mind. I'm excited. I had a lot of fun with the other snack box we had, so I'm excited. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Need salamanders for Wasabi, I think? Yeah, they're here. They're ready. June 2024 is the Traditions of Tokyo box. So the one that I did, I think actually fulfills through Amazon. So when I went through Throne, that's kind of what popped up. So we'll see, I guess, what I get. But that was the one through Amazon. I was kind of curious to see how that would work. Because I think when I went to the actual website, it was like a subscription thing. And I wasn't sure how that worked with Throne. So I just went with what Throne had through theirs. But yeah, that's what I did. You have coffee now? Let's go. What do you got planned today, Reaper? Anything fun? After the money spent on GW kits, Gunpla is surprisingly reasonable for a kit build product? Yes. I think that's also kind of shocking, going between the two. I think that's always surprising. Interesting. It looks like it is them. Okay, so they're just fulfilling through Amazon. Wasabi is pain. I was in Taiwan. I added a bunch to some sushi. I had no idea what it was. I learned quickly. It is pain. Yeah, for the real wasabi. Learned real quick. I have only had a tiny bit to, like, try it. I think that's all I've ever had. If we have an oops all wasabi box, I am, I regret everything. I regret everything. Need coffee? Haven't had one yet today? Yeah, go get that coffee. We'll be here. Be here while you get it. I'm gonna find when I can pare down. Oh, in the backlog. Let's go. I need to get back on that here this week, too. There's so much I just need to get back to this week. I just need my normal schedule back, honestly. I am worn the heck out. I want to get back to regular workday. I want to get back to recording stuff. I need to get back to YouTube. I want to get back to Ace Attorney this week. You guys ready to play some video games with me? Wednesday, I think it'll be a long stream, because I think you guys said the third one is a bit longer. So I will try to prepare for that the best I can. Play some video games. Hold on, chat. I try Amazon one. Hopefully we get the same box. Not another me getting weird Kit Kats and me getting cool cats. Yeah, if that doesn't work, we can always try the subscription thingy. I don't mind going in for a few months. Try that. But that's what I did. I wasn't sure how that worked with Throne. That seemed to be what other people were doing, so went with it. I was at a formal function dinner that included beef carvery. The person in line in front of me didn't know what horseradish was. Despite my warning, they took an ice cream-sized scoop. Oh no. That is a lot of horseradish. My eyes started tearing up just reading that. Yeah, that's a lot. My grandfather loved horseradish. And so he would have, I don't know about ice cream-sized scoop, but he would have a lot. He loved it. I feel like he was always going through that when we were at his place. Loved it. This is an excuse for me to finally try it. We get to try it together. I'm excited. Yeah, the last box was so much fun. Thank you again. Saw a reel the other day. Dude asked, why do all of my white friends keep their hot sauce in the fridge? Cuts over to white guy thinking, that's what it says in the bottle. So he pulls a bottle of ranch out of the fridge. Ah yes, the hot sauce ranch. I also have mine in my fridge. Because that's where all the condiments are, you know? That's where they are. Yeah, fun. Beer all over my desk. We just read the instructions next time. That's all. That's all. Alright. I mean, it was fun for us, so it's fine. I don't know. Silly. Very silly. Let's see what else is going on. We talked video games a little bit early. Anyone else playing anything good? We have Warhammer Skulls is also coming up, which I think someone mentioned. They didn't really mention which new games, but the new games will be shown. What are we excited to see from Warhammer Skulls? Ah, thank you so much. Welcome in. How are you today? This is part Legio Kratos, yes. So I've got, and I apologize, it's a little goofy for stream. So there's a lot of sub-assemblies going on. But we've got 2 Warhounds. So we went with the stripies for these. Trying to get them all together so you can see. I've got a pair already close to being finished. So these are basically 3 and 4. 1 and 2 are almost ready. So I've got to get weathering on their little toesies. But there is the full scheme. They're going to be matching my War Master and Warlord. So here is a finished one. But yeah, there's my babies. Welcome in. How are you? So the colors, the greens, I get a lot of questions on. The greens are actually the Son of Horus colors. So it's Lupercal green and Son of Horus green. And then I just pair it with a few whites and then an orange that is actually from Reaper. So that is highlight orange from Reaper miniatures. So that's what I've got. But welcome on in. How are you? Blue says hello. Hello, Matt. Hello. Is that... Sorry, I'm trying to break up your name here. Is it Soon? Soon Raptorus? If I am goofing that up, please let me know. I want to make sure I get your name right. Well, that's what I've got. Welcome on in. I played a little bit of Titanicus when it first came out, but there wasn't like a lot of options for things to take. So now that more things are out, I'm trying to... Oh, I'm sorry. I've got a Reaver that I'm also working on today. Now that more things are out, I want to play again. So I'm trying to get a little force together to be able to learn the game and, yeah, give it like an actual try here. Well, welcome on in. No worries about the name. I pick one that makes people struggle. You're just enjoying it while I'm trying to figure it out. Do you use an airbrush for the Lubrical Green? I do, yes. Takes so many layers with the brush. I do. Those colors, I think they're the ones that came over from Forge World. They're a little finicky consistency-wise, and I have found airbrush the best way to do that, yeah. So I do, most of the panel work is airbrushed, the white also. So the white, if you like that, I do London Gray, and then Celestra and Ulthuan. So that's how I build up to my white, if you like that also. But yeah, I do most of the panels airbrush, and then I switch to just regular brush for all the trim and all the details. But yeah, welcome in. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. Just trying to get these guys together. And then, yeah, we were talking Warhammer Skulls as you come in. Bunch of meh and Space Marine 2. We haven't had new Space Marine 2 stuff in a while. Because even the last time it was shown, I think they were just, like, reading from a wiki, which was kind of weird. RuneStats has been grinding at the last achievement. I need to 100% bolt gun. Just the hardest difficulty achievement left. Nice, nice, nice. Thank you, Fortune Mars. I appreciate it. But yeah, a lot of airbrush for these, and then today we're coming back and doing all the trim, the metallics. I'll get the weapons a bit later. But welcome on in. We've been working on these lately. Some of the other stuff I've been working on, I've got a Demon Prince for a Tzeentch army, so a Thousand Sun army, that I'm getting together. So we started him last week here on stream. I'm finishing up Thranduil for Middle-earth strategy battle game. So he's got a couple little details I want to finish, and then he's going to go get photos. But yeah, welcome in. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Ghost Talks, welcome in. How are you? Dawnbringers. Oh, is that the article, Ghost Talks? I know the links are a little weird. I'll wait here. If anyone has the link, feel free to throw it in chat for the pre-orders. Welcome on in, Ghost Talks. How you doing? Uh-oh, Slices. I think with the Dawn Riders, I might have met my match. Wait, they have a lot of details, Sly. Cavalry's tough, because you've got, like, all of the horse and their details. And then you have basically another model on top of them with the rider. How many do you have, like... You're on, like, details and things, right? How many do we have left? Is it worth taking a small break, Sly? Resetting a little bit. If they're giving you trouble. 840k terrain. Okay, I'll have to hop over and get the article then. That's fine. Assuming it's on the website and not just on socials. Your work is so good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you'd like to see more of my stuff, I do have my YouTube there. I'm going to throw my socials in too if you want to see. My Seraphon are listed there. I've got some salamanders I'm going to be posting here very soon. And then personal projects, I'm going to get back to my Skaven here with new Sigmar. So I'll be working on some more ratties here very soon. For those who joined, what are we working on today? What do we have on the table? Sounded like maybe some Titanicus. Butts, welcome in. How are you? And Irabri, how you doing? Thank you so much. We are celebrating 6 years as a Twitch partner. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the support. Let me hop over there and try and find the article. Sounds like it is up. Sounds like it is made to order, but I still want to take a look. All right. Meow. Okay, no worries. Thank you, Fortune Mars. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Let me give this the old refresh. Or if anyone has the... is it not on? Warhammer community. I still just have the preview. I don't have the new stuff. Let me try and find the article, chat. Hold on. If anyone has a link, feel free to throw it in chat. While I get this pulled up. Let me see if Twitter's got it. Warhammer. Oh, thank you, Ghost Hawks. Perfect. It's really annoying that it's there before the actual website. All right. Window capture. We'll hop over here. All right, so this is the pre-order for next week is what we're going to be looking at. Leslie Butts is stopping by as I print my roster for Blood Bowl today. Have fun. I'm excited to hear about it, Butts. Oh, thank you so much for the compliment. I was just saying, if you want to see more of the stuff we've been working on, I threw my socials in chat. You can check that out too. So thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming to check it out. But yeah, let's take a look at the pre-orders here. So Sunday preview, the Dawnbringer Saga ends under a cloud of chaos. Cloud of it. Dawnbringer's Book 6, Hounds of Chaos. Oh, we've heard about this, right? The Twin-Tailed Crusade has overcome horrors, triumphed in battle, and raised 2 mighty cities in the name of the God King Sigmar, Renegade and Emberguard, but disaster awaits one of them as the Dark Oath, Abraxia, and darker forces yet array their power against them. Hounds of Chaos contains war scrolls for Abraxia, the Spirit of the Ever-Chosen, all of the new Dark Oath units, and a regiment of renown in the shape of Brands Oathbound. There are 2 armies of renown, the Swords of Chaos, comprised of Abraxia and a Royal Vanguard, and the Tribes of the Snow Peaks, a muscular throng of Dark Oath. Rounding things out is the final part of the Twin-Tailed Crusade Path to Glory supplement for Cities of Sigmar, to decide the ultimate fate of your city. A fancy special edition is also on the way to complete your collection in style. So there are the books. Last book coming up here before a new edition. Here is Abraxia's Varen's Spear. The terrifying protagonist of Dawnbringer 6, Hounds of Chaos, crashes onto the battlefield to ensure the Ever-Chosen's will is done, flanked by her elite Vanguard heavy cavalry. Abraxia's Varen's Spear is the spear tip of the Swords of Chaos, an army of renown found in Dawnbringer 6. Who's going to be picking up this new mini? Well, I guess the new box with the new mini. I'm curious what this box price will be, because the Vanguard I know are very expensive. At least for like a 3 model kit, they're pretty pricey. I hope there's some lore slam. I hope we get to hear about it several times. It's a very cool mini. If I was focusing chaos, I would definitely pick it up. Wait till it's solo. Yeah. It would be great if it's below the, yeah, like, I'm curious how they're gonna price that. Alright, I've also got Brands, oh, I do like these. Brands Oathbound. So we've got Unleash a fearsome Dark Oath regiment of renown with Brands Oathbound, a vicious, hero-slaying warband of warriors led by the infamous Gunnar Brand. The set is deployed as 3 separate war scrolls with unique skills who join to form the unit seen in the Hammer and Bolter episode Monsters. They can be called upon by any Grand Alliance Chaos faction if you want to add a touch of savage might to your army. These look great. I really like these. I'm sorry, but the Zinchian Demon Prince is Age of Sigmar, so that's the 40k loadout, yeah. So I'm not a Thousand Sun player, that's a commission. I've done the Age of Sigmar version with Slanesh, so I have my personal one. But yeah, that one is going with the Thousand Suns army, yeah. Which is fun, because we get to do the 40k side of things, the new head, all of that good stuff. Not Henry Cavill, welcome in, how are you today? We're taking a look at the pre-orders here for this coming week. We've also got Dark Oath, a Gunnar Brand novel. Discover the events that thrust Gunnar Brand into the chieftainship with of his tribe with Dark Oath by Chris Thurston. New novel digs right into the lives and trials of the Dark Oath warband. Calamitous events drive the Brand family on a grim exodus through the realm of fire as dark powers follow their every move and relish the slaughter that unfolds along their path to glory. It's a hardback, ebook, and MP3 audiobook. We've also got this guy, which is badass. Dark Oath Chieftain on War Steed. So this would be the box split up, right? Chieftains who prefer to thunder in a battle and fulfill their oaths as fast as possible mount up on loyal war steeds, a combination that marries the skill and strength of a Dark Oath champion with the speed and agility of their mounts. The multi-part plastic kit comes with 2 weapons, an axe or a sword, 3 head options, as well as the choice to give your steed a bladed headpiece. So the previous Dark Oath box, splitting those up. Titan, welcome in. How are you? We've got the Wilder Fiend. Dark Earth warriors who fail to uphold their sworn oaths are cursed by the gods, mutated beyond recognition. I mean, ferocious monsters called Wilder Fiends. Their former kin look upon these creatures with reverence, believing them to safeguard the tribe so long as they are appeased with sacrifices. Wilder Fiends readily join the fray with razor-sharp claws, insatiable hunger for mortal flesh. This kit comes with numerous customization options. I'm not going to read everything just because these are models we've had in another kit. So I'm going to keep scrolling here. We've got the Marauders, also separate. The Fell Riders, also separate. Life of Madness, thank you so much. How are you today? And thank you for that sub for 50 months of support. How are you? Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Was this I don't remember this. The Nexus Chaotica. Was that also in the box? I just don't remember. But Terrain Piece, also out. We've got Sekar, Fang of New Lamia, also available separate now. So she was in a box with some other models, now separate. Rethusa the Crone Seer, also available separately. And then the made-to-order Terrain. Spice up your 40k Millennium Battlefields with the range of classic 40k terrain, returning on a made-to-order basis. Starting with the Void Shield Generator, complete with functioning cogs. We left unglued and rotated. The Subcloister and Storage Feign Set is an all-purpose pair of ruined Imperial buildings. Plasma Regulators and Conservators make for great scatter terrain between larger buildings. Uh-oh, Will, are you in danger? Are you in danger? Titan's doing alright. Finished the Maliceptor today. They're onto the Death Leaper. Nice! Making some good progress there. Ghostlock says I still have PTSD from cleaning mold lines from the cogs. I could see that. Yep. I could see that. Let's see, more terrain here. We've got, returning kits from Battlezone Mechanicus. So, Ferrotonic Furnace, Pyrolation Incinerator, Alchemite Stacks, and the Hemotrep Reactors. We missed out on those, coming back. Blood Bowl, look at this. Jordell Fresh Breeze. Wow the crowd with the elfin athleticism of the classic star player Jordell Fresh Breeze. Now back with an incredible new resin miniature for your gridiron games. The seasoned war dancer Jordell is about graceful movement, explosive bursts of energy, his dynamic model showcasing all with twirling ribbons, windswept hair, a thoroughly raced up pair of trainers to get a good grip on the field. It's a fun mini. Also got Middle Earth. We got some Middle Earth. Quest to Mount Doom Middle Earth Adventure Game. Relive the adventures that follow Frodo, Sam, and their compatriots from the doors of the Green Dragon right up to the fires of Mount Doom and Lord of the Rings Quest to Mount Doom. A new board game that has up to 5 players compete against each other, secure the one ring, destroy it while traveling across Middle Earth. The game is fast-paced and easy to learn, suitable for players of all ages, comes with 9 detailed miniatures of the Fellowship of the Ring to represent your characters. Usually we get, like, the board or whatever. We just get the miniatures for this, so I don't know. I feel like they didn't give us a whole lot about this. Interesting. Black Library, we've got Realm Slayer, Legend of the Doomseeker. That's in paperback. We've got Witchbringer in German. Horus Heresy Omnibus. Oh my goodness, we got new plushes. Look at this cutie. Who was that for? Yeah, I don't... The game is interesting. I'm gonna come back to that. I want to look at these plushies first. Is that Tony? Tell me? Are re-releasing 3 new Warhammer-themed plushies. A Spanagrot, a Nashus Squig, and a little unclean one. They'll be available to order from the 25th of May. Look how cute. And then Warhammer Plus, we've got Masterclass. Put these in order. Intricate tattoos and other markings on miniatures. Lore Masters. Looks like we are... I mean, the ethereal void itself, especially how the forces of light and shadow play against each other as Hage and Ilgar orbit the realms. And that's all we got. I guess. I don't know why it's so hard. I don't know why we put Lore Masters first here, and then we put Masterclass first here. I don't get it. I don't understand. Alright, chat. So we've got Dark Oath. New stuff. We've got Dawnbringers. We have... I don't know what this is. I'm so confused what this is. And I don't even know of a way to find out more. Other than, I guess, finding the box somewhere. Buy 7 Nurgling plushies, make your own swarm. Made to order terrain if you guys missed out on any of those kits, and I wish you could get them. Yeah, a lot of things now available separately. Or Dark Oath, I think is the big wrap up here. Glad I have a cheap week for pre-orders. Going to Midlands, and Warhammer World won't be cheap. Yeah, you got more Warhammer World money. That's what this means. There's 3 TMs in that game title. Hold on, let me go back. Let me scroll all the way down here. The Lord of the Rings, TM. Quest to Mount Doom, TM. A Middle-earth, TM. Adventure game. That's amazing. Is it like a... I think so, but like normally when they have these, it'll show you like the board or the cards or whatever else they have with it. And here it's just the miniatures, so I don't know what to expect. Like, what is this? TM, 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 TM. TM squared. Very nice. It's not with the Grat. Fan of Orc Mech. Just not painting Horde armies, yeah. You get the cute without having to paint all of them. I get that. Role-playing? I don't think... I don't know. It says a new board game, and that's all it really has. Up to 5 players compete against each other to secure the One Ring and destroy it while traveling across Middle-earth. Which is also interesting. Why are we against each other? This is the weird one. I don't know. This like is really sticking out to me. It's kind of strange. Yeah, I pick Gandalf. I don't know. I'm gonna go Pippin. I'm gonna go Pippin. He's the one that just mistakenly gets us through everything. So I feel like Pippin has some like OP hidden stuff. I'm gonna go Pippin. Pippin stabbing Gandalf in the knee with a dagger. It does kind of sound like a talisman game. Yeah, a little bit. I'm gonna guess it's like... I just wish they would show more of what's in it, I guess. I'm very confused what it is. Just doing the slow scroll, see what else we got. I do like this guy a lot. He's very cool. If I ever get back to my chaos, I think I would add him. I like these a lot. They're pretty cool, especially this guy back here. You're going Mary? Mary best boy. For sure. And then, yeah, the new Chaos Lady. So that's all we got, chat. Sounds like a lot of people may be passing or saving for a Sigmar box and things like that. But that's all we got, chat. So that is for pre-order later this week. So next Saturday. Cool. Well, let's get back to some little Titans then. Maybe it's one of those boxings. It kind of feels like it, John Nader. It kind of feels like you would find it at, like, what have they done? Target, Barnes & Noble, those releases. Perfect time for the warehouse to shut down. Between price increase, new Sigmar. There's a lot going on, for sure. A lot going on. But we've got Titans to paint. Nokia, did you discuss with your tattoo artist for the DVZ Galadriel would fit on the sleeve? I did not. I'm running out of room, though, wasted mind. We have to make some decisions here. Because I got... Now all of the forearm is taken. We have decisions to make. I've got, like, a little spot here. I've got kind of some space, a little bit by Piccolo, like up here. I think a little bit more back here. We don't have a whole lot of space, but I gotta decide here soon. Are you gonna pick up any Legions Imperialis to go with the Titans? I've heard that they are the same scale. They are the same scale. I probably won't. I'm not as interested in the system. I do really love the tiny tanks, though. They're really cute. But probably not for me. I think I will probably stick to Titanicus. Do you have some Imperialis? Are you thinking about it? Sorry. Armpit owned Yamcha. That would be very painful. Very painful. Excluding Galadriel worse than excluding Yamcha. The Curse of Short Arm. She put the stencil on. I'm like, that looks perfect. I just need more arm. I am just too small. That's the problem here. Way less real estate than a tall person. Yep. Because, like, I want them big enough that you can still, like, have room for, like, facial features. Like, the larger you go for tattoos, the better they heal and the better they look later. Better they age. But it does mean I'm running out of room. Well, we'll figure it out though. I did bring up, I was like, hypothetically speaking, if I was looking to sleeve out the other arm, would you want like all of that at once or do the bits like we've been doing? And she said either way, so hypothetically. Time to put Nikki on the rack and stretch her out. Give me tattoo room. Let's see, I do have some. Went with fists. Majority of them are still in my pile of shame. Been focusing on getting the Mauler and Forge Fiend I have done. That's such a cool kit. I really love the Forge Fiend kit. Are you enjoying them too? That'll be a fun, like, when you just need something different. When you're tired of those big Forge Fiends, getting to work on some very, very tiny things. Seems like it would be a good break, kind of like Titanicus for me. It's just been nice in between some of the bigger projects. Because I'm coming off of, like, commissions. I've got a few armies I've finished up. For me, I finished up my Seraphon. It's kind of nice to have something smaller to kind of poke at for a little bit. Where you don't have to paint 50 of an infantry or something like that. You should not have tattooed the names of the mods on your leg. Wasted space. Also really awkward when I finally ban slam. That's gonna be really awkward later. Goku and Vegeta walking away, fist bumping as the back tattoo. Be pretty great. Then clarification was part of the new Horus Heresy. The article says it's all plastic, so that box is plastic. Yeah. So everything within that box they showed off is plastic. Oh, I'll wait. Let me know. All the new models they previewed are plastic. There we go. That was the one thing I didn't get to for my... I tried to clean up a little bit of stream stuff. So like my sub command and stuff. I didn't get to the... where I can show ads on here. So I know when they are. He's gonna strike out over his name. Tell everyone it's your hit list. The other models too. Yeah, everything that's in the box is plastic. Whole box and the other two models. Okay, thank you for the clarification. Big robot and tank and priest. All plastic. I know that sometimes they are a little vague on material. Mostly because the second they say resin, the Twitch chat explodes of, I don't want resin. Which, fair, if I had the choice, I would also pick plastic, but I can imagine them being a little worried about saying the word resin on stream. Good. All the new AdMech stuff looks great. I'm glad. I'm just sad we can't take it in 40k. I think the AdMech vibe, I definitely prefer the 30k than the 40k AdMech. But I also prefer 30k for my Space Wolves, so... I think just in general, the Heresy vibe is more my vibe. Okay, I'm hoping ads are over. The Mauler Forge Fiend kits are a lot of fun. I use some of the bits to kit bash. Oh, the Demon Prince. Oh, you are back. Okay, good. Yeah, they have a lot of cool stuff in there. Good, I'm glad you got to use them for the Demon Prince, too. The new Demon Prince kit is great. Between all of the different head options, getting the sword and the axe, the different feat options, Sigmar and 40k options. Like, there's so many cool things in that kit. Plus, that old kit was rough. It was just nice to have a new kit. Sorry, it's called not passing the vibe check. He's redecorating in a way I don't like. Give me the Heresy vibe. I like those more. You don't like goofy stilts and paper wings on your AdMech? Not so much, turns out. Not so much. I'm gonna ask chat. Chat for AdMech. Would you go Heresy or 40k? If someone else was footing the bill, what would you get? Hey Minion, welcome in. Ah, thank you so much. How are you today? Let me get this piece and I'll show you what all we've got. We've got 2 Warhound Titans and a Reaver Titan. I'm trying to get caught up. So they are in sub-assemblies. We've got 2 sets of legs. We've got all the body pieces here. I did some striping for them. So eventually these will become 2 Warhounds. My Reaver's a little further along. I redid the leg panels to bring in some of the orange. And then they will match. I have a Warlord and a War Master already done. So they will match this boy. And that's all my Titans. Welcome on in. Is there anything you're working on? What grays? For the white? So the white workup that I've used is London Gray. Is probably the gray that you're seeing. And then I do Celestra Gray and Ulthuan to work up to that. Back to it, Sly. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, no worries. Yeah, absolutely, Squee, about your Demon Prince. Tell me all about it. Absolutely. Totally understand that. Whatever has the least of those whack Castellan robots. It's a 30k. Everyone feeling the heresy, yeah. Probably both Scissor Instant. Just why choose? You're gonna pay for it? Let me get both. Honestly, I want to start Mechanicum for Heresy, so I'd be biased. I think like a Dark Mechanicum Force would be my weakness. You headed out, Irvine. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out today. It was good to see you. We will catch you next time. Let me get all my pieces back together. Okay. I definitely have to work up building my colors. I still use the pre-made colors. Yeah, I like having, so you won't see a lot of mixing from me on stream. I tend to do a lot of layers. So I tend to start with my shadows and build up. It adds a lot of really nice depth doing it that way. So I tend to use a lot of Vallejo and Citadel. But if there's any other colors you like, you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to show what I'm working with. You just remembered the Stultman Sniper? It's an interesting model. I don't know. I don't hate it the way that other people like hate that model, but if I could pick, I would pick the Heresy stuff. For sure. 2025 new army for Nikki, Dark Mechanicum. I would have fun with Dark Mechanicum. I would. I mean, I do have that call. We could just make him Dark Mechanicum. We could just make our own here. DIY Dark Mechanicum. Let's say use the torso legs from the Prince kit. Okay. Lopped off the head of the axe, sculpted a hammer out of the shaft. Oh, a War Dog head. A magma cutter out of the Mauler Fiend kit for the left arm, and the lasher tendrils for the wings. That's cool. If you would like to share any photos, and this is for anyone, our Discord's open to anyone. There we go. If you're a sub, we do have our subscriber lounge, so those who got gifted subs earlier today, make sure your Twitch and your Discord are all linked up. But if anyone would like to share what they're working on, come talk hobby news with us. That is open. Feel free to come join us. But that sounds badass. That sounds like some cool parts you pulled in together. I'd love to see Dark Mechanicum in 40k. Thought Vashtor would be the lead into that. A little disappointed he wasn't. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. Oh, I was too fast, Slam, sorry. I was kind of hoping, too, that Vashtor would be more of it. I picked him up. I still want to paint him for my Emperor's Children, but I also kind of thought that. Nar, thank you so much. I appreciate that. 6 years is a long time to sit in that chair. I know, they just don't let me up. How are you today? Welcome in. Thank you so much. I do want to say thank you one more time. Thank you, everyone, for all the support. Thank you for all the time streaming. Thank you so much for being part of our community. I really appreciate it. I wish I could have planned more for today, but the remodel is taking everything out of me, so maybe we'll do a delayed thing. But thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming to party with us today. I can't remember if I shared my Demon Prince in the Discord. Sounds like needs to be shared again. Throw it in there. We can all Demon Prince. I need to actually finish basing mine. I never got photos of mine. Beautiful. I can spam the pics in the hobby chat. Go for it. I think the Dark Mech is still on the table. We have so much coming out right now. I feel like they want to give a bit before major releases. That would be cool. I would love that. But yeah, definitely getting things into a release cycle. I can only imagine. I'm still hoping for Emperor's Children, so I will patiently wait and see what they've got for us. Have you played Valheim? I did. I did a while back. Like when it first, I think it was still early access. Like when it first came out, I did. Are you enjoying it, Titan? The Lord of Change is in my cabinet, undercoated. It judges me. I mean, after you get those tanks, could do it up. I actually have a Lord of Change that I was working on, but I didn't end up liking the blue I was using, so I also need to redo mine. You've done two. Oh, okay. It's a big project to have. Oh, sorry, of the tanks. I am done with tanks. Is it? Is it Lord of Change time then? Is it time? The Ashlands update finally came out, so I'm trying to catch up. Gotcha. It's a good game. I enjoyed it. I'm sure they've done a ton of updates since I last played, so I don't know what all has changed, but I enjoyed my time with it. Pretty sure the Emperor's Children is a rumor. It's just a rumor. Only a rumor. Believe it only if it happens. Right. You heard it here first. I just want to be ready for it, you know? I just want to get all the cool minis I like and paint them purple and be ready to go. That's all. I powered through into one of the tanks last night and today. Yay, manicness! Okay, gotcha. I relate to that. Yep. I have been like hyper-focused on these little titans, so I understand. It's nice having those projects, though, for when you do have that little burst. Nice having something you can work on. Put that energy towards. I'll look for something small first. Makes sense. Emperor's Children's coming. Hesitantly looking forward to it. I'm already looking at getting some Arcoflagellates. Some of the recently announced Aztecs, the Tech Thralls, use as cultists. That'd be a good one, yeah. Lucius needed redone. I think it's one of the major sculpts getting redone with that. I went ahead and got the Heresy Lucius and just put him on a bigger base. I'm sure Lucius is coming, but like if I don't even use him as him, if I just use him as like a captain or something, that's fine. But I did go ahead and just paint up the Heresy version. Because that old one is it's rough. Reminds me of Titans. Cries. You want to come paint some tiny titans with me? It sounds like you need something very different than the tank. I don't know. I don't know what different you would have. I think from what I've seen, you've had more terrain and mechanical stuff. It sounds like you need something a little different. Chat, what's that thing you like to paint when maybe you need a break? Bros, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome everybody coming in. We are working on some Warhammer today. I have got some little titans that I am working on. How are you? Welcome in. Bonator, thank you so much. I appreciate that. How you doing? Welcome, welcome everybody. I'm playing some Warhammer. What did we have? Tell me more. While I take a small stretch break. Gear up for more trim. More metallics. Welcome, welcome. Oh, go look in the demon. I love that without context. Let me go look in my demon box. This came from making, oh, the big boy. What did we have? Tell me. I've got little ones. So I've got some Warhounds today. I've got a Reaver that I'm trying to get finished. And then on top of those, I've got 2 Warhounds, a Warlord, and a War Master for my force so far. You've got the Warlord. Okay, very cool. Here's mine. Which legion do you have? Welcome, welcome in. Oh, the big one. You got big Warlord. Well, here's my little one. Here's my little one. But yeah, tell me about your Warlord. Chat, you know what to do. If you want to check out Big Warlord, go give a follow. Go check out that stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me get these back out. Alright, what time is it? I got time for a couple more things. What will that be? I don't want to do washes just yet. Maybe we just keep working through weapons. Let's do that. Let's do weapons for a little bit longer. I think what we'll do is we'll do one more round of silver. We'll do a few washes, and then I will get some lunch and go back to remodel. The fallen one. It's commission. Oh, for Dark Angels. Interesting. Okay. Well, that sounds like it'd be a fun project. I wasn't expecting with, yeah. So I'm going with the Dark Angels. Very cool. Well, welcome on in. Chat, if you want to check that out, make sure you give a follow. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. For anyone coming with the raid, we paint a lot of Warhammer here. So I normally, I do a mix, so it's personal projects and commissions. We do Warhammer. I also really love Malifaux, Kingdom Death. I've been doing some anime repaints. So if any of that sounds like your jam, thanks for checking it out. Dingle Dangles, yeah, those. I don't know 40k very well. That's my partner's domain. No worries at all. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. We're just going to get these weapons together here. The nice part of these little Titans is it really is, if you can airbrush the panels and get through the trim, you're mostly done. And then you just get to have fun with the weathering, decals, things like that. There's not anything too crazy time intensive. Just kind of some tedious stuff, and then you're done. I have found the model. I will look here after stream. I am excited to see what you have picked from the demon box. It reminds me. I've told the story on here, so sorry if it's a repeat. While we were playing D&D, Scott needed a scary monster for the D&D game. He was trying to find, like, the pawn in the D&D pawn box. And he just looks at me and goes, Nikki, can you get my Flesh Eater's box for his Flesh Eater quartz? The rest of the table has no idea what that means. And I'm just like, oh yeah, the Flesh Eaters. They're like, what? What are we gonna have to fight? I don't remember which model we got. It was like one of the smaller winged guys, but them just looking around and trying to figure out what I was supposed to be getting was the best. That's what it reminds me of. I don't know why it was in the demon box. Okay. I'll take a look. So not a demon then. I will take a look. Alright, I lied. I got a little bit more silver, and then we're gonna go to washes. One of the Morghast, maybe. I think it was a smaller. I think I got like a Crypt Flare or something like that out for it. But yeah, it was fun watching our players be like, what? Same vibe, I feel, of Demon Box. Well, if you guys are enjoying the Warhammer vibes, we will be back tomorrow. Not wrapping up just yet, but a little heads up. I'll be honest, I'm kind of between projects, so we need to find... We might take a build day, we might just... I'm tempted to just keep painting on my Warhammer, or my anime repaint. So we have a Goku that I started on YouTube, but I kind of just want to work on it, and I think maybe for my brain, for my mental health, maybe we just keep working on it. So I'll see how I feel tomorrow. What's prepped? What we get done today, I guess. We'll have some sort of mini painting tomorrow. And if any of that sounds fun, we'll be back tomorrow. I love the lore for the Flesh Eater quartz, but not a huge fan of the models. That's fair. I think they're a little hit or miss for me, if I'm honest. I really like some of them. Some of them not so much. I think they can be cool. I also get some of those factions confused between Soul Blight and Flesh Eaters and all of that. if I'm honest. So sometimes I have to like remind myself what they are for and what they're from. DBZ model hype. I'm curious how well it would do. I don't know. I just really want to work on it, and Soraya was asking for some anime, and I think she's right. Oh, Steve, thank you so much. I appreciate that. How are you today? Thank you, everyone, for coming to hang out for our partner anniversary. I appreciate it. Thank you for all of the support. For all of your support for the 6+ years. Thank you, thank you. All right, now we're done with silver. Now I'm going to be good and do my washes. We'll do a few, and then I will wrap up and get back to remodel. Michael help. All right, let's get the leg plates for that Reaver first. Dive in. Anyone else have fun plans for the rest of today? I feel like I should show you guys where Goku is at and see if you guys are interested in seeing that tomorrow. I was really fighting the lighting on that piece, but I think I'm getting there. I pulled a few different references, and they like all had different light sources, so I was trying to figure out what made the most sense for the figure and for what I wanted to do with it. So it was a little bit of a challenge the other week. Not that much, just clean up. Holy moly, resin is messy. It is, yes. I am not a huge fan of working with resin, especially Forge World resin. It's just such a... Some other companies, the resin is much nicer than Forge World. But between their like mold release agent and if you're doing any magnetizing, any kind of cleanup there, it's just kind of a pain. It's not my favorite to work with. I don't think it's as bad with like the smaller characters and stuff, but like vehicles and stuff, like the warlord you mentioned. I think it's a little tricky, yeah. Alright, here's that. Excited to get those on the Reaver later. Do a few more pieces here, and then I will take off for today at least. We'll save some fun for next time. Hopefully I can get some new stuff built here. Not wrong for Tamiya for models, so this is fun. Yeah, that would... I could imagine that's pretty different from what you're normally working on then. We were talking Gunpla earlier too, and like the difference in building kits for Warhammer versus Gunpla. Very different also. Very satisfying for Gunpla. Alright. We're gonna have fun. You can look into the heraldic fields. Oh, and charges. Put them on the Titan Knights you have somewhere. Yeah. That could be fun. There is, if you wanted to go like full on, like custom houses and things, some people do an amazing job pulling all of that in. Just a real quick wash for these guys. I don't go super fancy for these little titans, but a little bit helps. Goes a long way. But I think I need a break. I think I need some lunch. And so we'll break here. I will get the new leg plates onto the Reaver, and I'll get that finished this week. The Warhounds, I think we'll just kind of keep on hand in case I do need something for a stream while we're getting new stuff built, but I'm going to try to not bring them back. I kind of just want them finished up and finish all that together. So, we're going to wrap up here. I think I'll just go ahead and end it up here for today because I'm going to head out and get some lunch. I might take a quick look to see if anyone's on. But if you do want to see what else I've been working on, my socials are there in chat. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to hang out. Thank you so much for coming to celebrate 6 years as a partner here on Twitch. I appreciate that. If you also want to come hang out in the Discord, that's where we're hanging out in between streams. If you did get one of those gifted subs, make sure you link your Twitch and your Discord for the sub lounge. And then YouTube, I'm going to be getting back to recording some videos here this week after remodel stuff is done. So thank you, everyone, for being patient while we get all that finished up. Thank you, everyone. I'll take a quick look. Otherwise, I'll let you guys know in chat. But thank you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.